Yeah. Yeah, what's going on? Hold up, guys. I'm logging into my Restream chat so I can see what all my lovelies are saying. All right. All right. Griggles are always like, dude, I know, bro. I know. Look, it's been a crazy February. All right, let's get this party started.
I'm Alex Jones, your host. Docs and ding-dongs flopping around. Docs and ding-dongs flopping around. The moon is made of cheese, and tell your kids that they should be a tranny for career day. Docs and ding-dongs flopping around. Docs and ding-dongs flopping around. Excuse me, it's ma'am, 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 ma'am. I'm Alex Jones, your host. Docs and ding-dongs flopping around. Docs and ding-dongs flopping around. Docs and ding-dongs flopping around.
All right, you guys, I'm glad to be back. I feel like it's been forever since I've done a live stream. I've been really busy. It's been a really busy month for work-wise, which is good, I guess, but I'm no longer doing overtime. So I got all kinds of free time for content. And not only that, like my fucking roof had to be replaced. There was something wrong with it. And it took like 3 days for like an army of people to fix it. Of course, the water heater drama was a fucking thing. And yeah, I'm still waiting on Chase Bank to get back to me to let me know what they found, you know, who was stealing my money. I'm almost certain that it was the company that I hired to replace the water heater. And if that is the case, I'm going to terrorize the family responsible. If they have cameras around their home, I'm going to make them think that the cameras are seeing ghosts. I'm going to haunt these people. Things are going to be disappearing. I might just walk around, meander through their neighborhood wearing a spooky mask and then just disappear. Again, the power's going to shut off when they least expect. They're going to hear fucking strange noises in the attic. All right. If I find out that it is who I think it is. And again, I don't really believe in coincidences. So, you know, it is what it is. So it's been really busy because of that. And guys, last week I just had no energy, man. I had no energy to do anything. I've just been wiped out with all the home renovations, home improvements, yada, yada, yada. And, yeah. And then of course, all the puppet shit, as you can see, I got all kinds of stuff behind me and I got a bunch of new tools. I'm super fucking happy about it. We're going to wait for everybody to pile in. But before we begin, you guys know the drill. You know the drill. You know the drill. So the 85th episode of the watchfrogs. Greetings, everyone. I am back. I'm glad to be here once again for another exciting episode of the watchfrogs. I appreciate every single one of you joining as always. Now, before we begin, please be aware I'm streaming on dlive, Trovo, Kick, Facebook, Rumble, X, formerly known as Twitter, Twitch.tv, and YouTube. For those who enjoy or prefer the audio-only experience of the show, you can head over to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts exist. Of course, links are in the description. There are also a handful of other ways to support the channel, to support the show, and to keep me independent. Feel free to head over to the Subscribe Star page, my locals page, or toss a generous donation in my Cash App. I'll greatly appreciate it. All right, so that's enough of that. Let me go back to, oh God, the hell was I doing? Oh yeah. All right, so gotta wait for everyone to pile in. Let me check in on Rumble really quick. It's my Rumble. Okay, so we're looking good on Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. We're looking pretty good on Rumble. Oh my God, I got all these things open. This is terrifying me. Okay. I don't even know where to begin with the show, you guys. Like politics-wise, nothing interesting has been happening. I have very little to talk about in regards to politics. Let me see what I got. A lot of 3 or 4 shit. We got Fashion SWAT, which is awesome, of course. We got a Hoax hate. It's going to be great. All right. Rookie Green Heart in the chat. No puppet stuff tonight. Okay. we're just gonna get started, you guys. There's no need to waste any time whatsoever. All right. The hell's all this shit? All right. All right. The Taylor Swift debacle, man, it's just driving me crazy. Like, I don't. Again, I'm not. If you guys expect me to make jokes at Taylor Swift's expense, that's not gonna happen. I try not to engage with like celebrity gossip, celebrity culture. I think that stuff's kind of lame and beneath me. Actually, it is beneath me. However, the right just can't stop stepping on rakes and getting hit in the face with a handle. They're just so unbelievably stupid. So this is Glenn Beck's network, the Blaze Media. This is prior to the Super Bowl, which I did not watch because consuming is a sin. And the Super Bowl is nothing but consume culture on acid, on steroids, all of the above. Sure, the left has Taylor Swift, but we have cat turd. Do I even need to elaborate further on the title of this article? Beyond the title of this article, this is unbelievably and again, I like Cat Turd. I think he's a nice guy. I think he's a friendly dude. You know, I'm glad he's on our side. You know, he's kind of like meme worthy for the most part, but I read shit like this and it makes me want to become a communist. Like, yeah, commies are cringe, but like the right just finds a way to outflank them in the cringe department. Why would a relatively small player in the culture wars be an example of effective pushback against the biggest pop star on the planet? Look behind the scenes. Oh, God. I don't think I can read this. I was certainly rooting for the Baltimore Ravens, blah, blah. Who cares? To be clear, the drama staged by the NFL powers that be surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce was not the motivating factor for cheering on the opposition Ravens, blah, blah. Who cares? I watched most of the Ravens Chiefs. Who cares? Post-game analysis was spammed several days. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? All right, where's the cat turd part? Recently, I watched Tucker Carlson. Oh, my God, who cares? All right, this article sucks. Again, there's really not anything worth reading beyond the title. They just always find a way, guys. They always find a way to just be unbelievably lame, which is a problem because you don't want to be seen as worse than the people that you're up against. We're up against people who believe in, literally worship Satan, unapologetically, of course. They wear those stupid pussy hats. They have the cringiest protest music imaginable. And despite all that, we still manage, or the right still manages to look so much worse with shit like this. It's so tiring. So tiring. If you're in the chat, did you watch the football? Because if you did, if you watched Cuckball this last Sunday, you're going to have to get on your knees and repent because we are going to have a very juicy consume confession session. Okay. All right. Let's just get through the politics stuff. Cause again, most of this stuff it's been really boring. I mean, Taylor Swift dominated the political conversations for the most part. Nevada was a big deal, but other than that, not really. Annie, what shade is that lipstick you're wearing tonight? You motherfucker! Don't you ever accuse me of wearing lipstick ever again. Lodestar, or like cum star. All right. 1 in 5 Americans. By the way, this is from The Economist. This isn't from me. 1 in 5 young Americans, excluding myself, thinks the Holocaust is a myth. I totally believe this event happened. But why are there so many young people rejecting what appears to be objective truth, literal history, an event so undeniable? You would have to be crazy not to believe it. But 1 in 5 young people, hold on, what the fuck is texting me while I'm doing the show? I'm getting text messages, you guys. It's really annoying. Take your time, but hurry up. Oh my God, fuck off. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you, buddy. All right. So on December 15th, for over 5 hours, lawmakers grilled the presidents of elite universities in a congressional hearing about the anti-Semitism on college campuses. Okay, who cares? Let's see. Seriously, United States, December 2nd, 5th of 2023, percentage agreeing by age group. The Holocaust is a myth, quote unquote. And then, of course, there's a graph underneath it. Oh, God, I can't even get the full story unless I pay for it. So I guess we're not really going to be diving too much into it. But yeah, let's see. We're seeing this trend where young people are just not believing these so-called prevailing narratives in American culture, in American society, within the American education system. and this is actually some not I'm excluding this specific event because I don't want to get in trouble, but I promote complete and total skepticism of narratives promoted by the public education system. So of course, I unironically, without a hint of sarcasm, I do not believe the events of the moon landing. I think it's total bullshit. My main reason is just there's no reason to believe it. There's no reason to believe it. But when you make jokes about not believe, because this started as a joke, because again, I didn't really give a fuck, but I made a joke that moon landing didn't happen. And then I got attacked for it. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something going on here. Maybe there's more to this moon landing narrative than I realized. And of course, having worked for the county, having, just knowing how the public education system works, being at every part of it, or being a part of it at every aspect, at every turn, at every level of analysis, I just know that what we're taught in school is bullshit. I'm of the belief that the moon landing is bullshit. The Holocaust is another example. Again, does not pertain to me. I totally believe it happened. But the problem with young people, here's why they don't believe in it. Because young people are going on the internet. They're on the internet at a much younger age. They're exposed to all kinds of ideas. And they're able to come to the realization that there's this one event, there's this one thing that if you reject that it happened in certain parts of the world, you go to jail. So they see something's going on there. Why is it that you're allowed to deny all kinds of things without any repercussions? But if you deny the fact that that something like this happened, you'll go to jail. You'll have your life ruined. You can't reject this narrative. And now, and of course, young people just don't give a fuck. I see their TikToks. I listen to what the young people are saying. They're saying things like, there's no future for me. I'll never own anything. I'll never have a good job. What's the point? LOL. So when they're being told you have to believe in this or it's going to happen again, you got to vote for ride with Biden, or else Orange Man's going to come back and he's going to be like the spooky mustache man. Look what spooky mustache man did during the Holocaust. Do you want that to happen again? Vote. They're like, what the fuck? Why do I care? They don't. Lodestar, if you would like your lips to look like his, then feel free to donate to the Cash App watchfrogs. Maybe he will release his own lipstick brand. Yeah, I'll be like a Kylie Jenner of the alt-right, I guess. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not a part of any group. But yeah. I wish I could read more of this. So in one of the testes, am I reading that right? One of the surveyors exchanges a Republican Congresswoman, Elise Stefanik, asked whether calling for the you-know-what side of those people violates university rules. It is context dependent, replied Liz McGill, the president of the University of Pennsylvania. Clips of the exchange went viral on X, formerly Twitter. Yad Vashem, a Holocaust museum and research center, issued a condemnation and stressed the importance of raising awareness about the history of anti-Semitism and the Holocaust. Well, again, what is this event that happened very, very long time ago? Like, what does this have to do with young people? Like, young people are going to become skeptical when you try to shove any sort of narrative down their throat against their will, especially when it has, when it's not going to have any bearing on their life in the real world. What is knowledge of this event? What does this have to do with anything that goes on in their life? And yeah, they're going to be pushing back. You do remind me of Kylie Jenner now that you mention it. God damn it, rookie. All right, guys, there's mutiny in the chat. Mutiny in the chat for sure. This is sickening. Yeah, so let's get some gorilla emojis in the chat to acknowledge the Holocaust happening for sure. Again, we don't wield tiki torches here. We're very much against that, especially since I want to get a movie deal or something in Hollywood. Did the Santards are still coping? Have you seen JD Dallas? Yes, I have. The DeSantis bros. You know what? Let's just go over to Twitter really quick. There's this guy that I'm still following. Let me just, you really need to see it to believe it. Cause DeSantis bros, DeSantards, DeSimps, cryptid politics. Yeah, here's this fucking fruitcake right here. Dude, this is like the level of coping. DeSantis did not send migrants. He sent illegal. Okay, that's not it. It's not it. It's not it. Naive congressional Republicans in the mainstream media interviews. Okay, I can't really show that. Let's see, not supporting Donald Trump is such a freeing feeling. You can sleep well at night knowing you're not compromising your convictions. Krypton politics, you do not have convictions. You're a fucking bot. You're a fake account with an AI generated avatar. We have confirmed that Laura Trump has a degree in baking and thinks she can sing. What qualifies her to be the vice chair of the RNC? Well, Ronna McDaniel had just as much qualifications, and look how well that turned out. Yeah, so just shit like this, just nonstop. Where it gets so much worse. Yeah, just nonstop posting about Trump. Like, this is one of the main DeSantis surrogates right here. If I was Trump, I'd be insulted that people think they can just slobber all over me and get what they want. A lying tongue hates its victims, and a flattering mouth works ruin. Works ruin. Okay. All right, so now they're quoting the Bible. Very cool. Let's see. Yeah, just a lot of fucking code posting. Let me see. Jenna Ellis is also doing it. Let me see. Where's Florida Dad? Another fruitcake. Well, this one isn't AI generated, but it's a Homer Simpson one. Yeah, just nothing about Trump. Just everything is always about Trump. The Bushes and Clintons once said this. Let's see. A major Trump shakeup at the RNC. Trump will endorse, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This man lost 20K betting on the Niners and smashed his TV. By the way, that video is fake. And yeah, when this is posted by another DeSantis bro, they're like, "Oh, dude, this is Trump tards when he loses the election again." Jesus Christ, get over it, you fucking morons. Let's see. All right, so we got one gorilla emoji. All right, so only one person acknowledges the Holocaust. Oh God, dude. All right, so this chat is just full of hatred that I am totally against. So who created these bots? They are gay for Trump. Yeah, they are. I don't know who created the bots. I mean, anybody's guess is as good as mine. I don't know anything about these bot farms. I mean, I've been accused of being like a Trump surrogate, and I'm not. Again, I want to be a Trump surrogate. What do I need to do to get that money? Because I do this shit for free, which is a shame because they could use a smart person who actually has, political chops and experience and knows how to win elections. But, it is what it is. I've made a new life for myself. I am now a puppet maker and an electrician. So let's continue. All right. So anyways, let's see. So yeah, 1 in 5 young people. Again, if you want them to believe okay. So if I was asked, it's like, Giovanni, we need your help. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I got this fucking pop-up. All right. So if I was asked like, hey, how do we get these young people to believe this thing? I was like, well, you got to stop throwing people in prison for not believing in it, for one. Number 2, you guys have to have a good sense of humor about people making jokes about this, or they're just going to double down, triple, quadruple down. You don't have to agree with it. And like, also like, quit trying to ruin fucking people's lives, for rejecting, the Holocaust narrative. You're not going to win anybody over. And the 1 in 5, dude, this number is going to rise, by the way. And it's even possible that this number is the actual figure is even worse, merely because of the way that the regime that controls the media, that controls European politics, etc., the way that they handle it, they're going about it all wrong. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Far left comic Michael Rappaport comic. They're using that word very generously. Far left comic Rappaport slams cadaver Biden. Says voting for Trump on the table after illegal aliens beat the cops in New York City. All right, let's just hear what he has to say.
This is why when I say voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table, voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table. The other day in New York City, 6 illegal aliens jumped a New York City cop, NYPD's finest. They jumped a New York City cop in Times Square and were arrested and released without bail. I know it's a city thing. I know it's a state thing. I know all that. I know all that. I know all that. Okay? Stay with me. Released without bail. Came out of the courtroom on some Tupac raising the middle finger with the Detroit Red Wings jersey. Let me tell you something. What the is the world coming to? If you could be from another country, beat up a cop in New York City and walk out with no bail, what the is the world coming to? What the is the world coming to? I know Mayor Adams, you're from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I know this Like, what the
Yeah, do you know the Democrats messed up big time when Michael Rappaport is, I mean, he's multiple times, even on the PPD podcast, he's like, yeah, dude, I'm probably going to vote for Trump. It's over. To be fair, the NYPD doesn't have a clean record. You know what? That's true. The NYPD, it's got a lot of corruption. They got a lot of problems. But do they deserve to get their ass whooped by a pack of illegal alien military-age males? And the answer to that is no. If they're going to get their ass beat, I want the person doing the ass whooping to look like a Trayvon Martin. I don't want him to look like a fucking, you know the thing. So yeah.
have I gotten myself into? Stay with me.
If anyone's going to lay a hand on those cops, it better be an American.
On the same day that happens, Cadaver Joe Biden issues an executive order about 4 quote-unquote settlers in Judea, Samaria, a.k.a. the West Bank. Some troublemakers, 3 of the 4 have already been arrested. You issue an executive order about 4 troublemaking ups who've already been arrested in Judea, Samaria, while there's a war going on, while there's 100+ hostages still being held in Gaza.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the illegal. They're taking her germs. He's like some, fucking Michael Brown type. It's like, yeah, man, dude, I went out there to start some trouble, man, but they took my job, man.
You're talking about that, but you got nothing to say about beating up cops in New York City, the greatest city on earth. Maybe it's not. Maybe my city is not the greatest city on earth anymore. If you could beat up cops in the quote-unquote greatest city in the world and be released without bail, are we the greatest city on earth?
Yeah, so you guys get the point. Yeah, I wish I had the images, but the illegal alien criminals, they're like walking out of court with like this fucking douchebag smirk. They're flipping off the cameras, and it really is a euphemism for the direction of the country, isn't it? It's like, look, these are the people that are replacing us. These are the people that are going to be, like this is their country now. For no reason. What's up? For no reason. As a matter of fact, I believe I bookmarked something that was very relevant to the illegal alien stuff. I just want to arm you guys with ways to talk about illegal immigration. So JD Vance, Senator Vance, who's looking very presidential, by the way, he's easily one of President Trump's top allies working within the government. He posts on Twitter, all U.S. employment growth during the Biden regime, the illegitimate Biden regime, has gone to the foreign-born. Native-born Americans have been left behind by Bidenomics. Good thing the Senate is doing nothing on border security while printing more money for foreign wars, which is Israel and Ukraine, by the way. So I'm looking at this stat. What is this from? Cato Institute? Center for Immigration Studies. Oh, man, I'm not going to go through all this shit. Yeah, let's go back. Just want to get the juicy highlights here. So Ian Martisus, all of the employment gains are in government or heavily subsidized industries like healthcare or education. Now, remember, I discussed this a few shows ago, where women from Honduras, so illegal aliens from Honduras, are being imported into the country to replace the fat, lazy American teacher, the public, lazy teacher backed by the corrupt public sector unions. And so the government, that's going up. Leisure and hospitality is really fucking high, which is obvious. Private education and health services. Private education, I think that's a mislabel, because, again, we already know where they're going to be working. Professional and business services. Let's see, retail, trade. Oh, construction. Yeah, so the big ones. So when you flood a bunch of when you flood a job market like construction with illegal labor, that's going to drive down the cost of construction workers' wages. That should theoretically cut down on the cost of construction, because you're not paying as much for other employee-related services. Those construction guys are fucked. People doing carpentry, they're fucked. Retail trade, so people work in retail. So young people who want to earn a little bit of extra money during the summer, they're not going to be able to now, because they're competing with Jose and Ahmed and shit like that. And someone like, from the Congo. information. So this is probably H-1B visa type. So information, IT, that's the tech industry. We've read the stories, you've gone over it, where managers, supervisors, or senior employees at Apple or Google, etc., Intel, they're training their replacements, these H-1B visa applicants. They're coming in, taking their gerbs. Education and health, yeah. Leisure and hospitality, that's a big one. And government. What does this mean, government? So the government is hiring a bunch of foreign-born people. Very concerning information. But again, guys, dude, it's not a joke. We do face annihilation. We're in a lot of fucking trouble, man. If you don't know what's going on, and if you're not preparing for it, you're gonna get wiped out. All right, so we got a bunch of chats here. Let's see. I think they released body cam footage. I saw a portion of it, but almost seemed like an illegal arrest was going on. Illegal arrest of what? I could be wrong though. AC, I think you are wrong. We should find all businesses that hire illegals 0.01% of revenue per incidence. There should be consequences for hiring illegal aliens. Government is probably those cities that don't require you to be a citizen to be a cop. That could be true. And there are 3 or 4 of those cities, major cities, that are doing that. I think Clark County was contemplating it, but we decided against it at the last minute. However, you never know, especially with Lombardo. Lombardo is he fucking sucks, man. I'm very disappointed in Trump for endorsing somebody like that when we had, a MAGA fighter, somebody who was like pro-Trump before it was cool to be pro-Trump. And it's embarrassing. It was a big Trump L. It's a big Trump L, but it is what it is. All right. So, well, let's go ahead and move on. What else have we got here? Meet the Magic American Chicago Democrats suing mayor for housing migrants. Oh boy, you guys voted for this shit. You guys could have had a really great mayor who wouldn't have fucking done that shit to you guys. But whatever. I mean, it's hard to be sympathetic towards them, because Magic Americans, like actual Magic Americans, not like someone who just got imported here like the past few years. They descended from, the ships and stuff. They're being replaced at a higher rate than Europeans, than whites. Two lawsuits by Magic American Chicago residents have forced the city to abandon plans to use community buildings as migrant shelters. Chicago is struggling to care for more than 35,000 asylum seekers bus in from the border by Texas Governor Greg Abbott over the past 18 months. Dude, 35,000 people that quickly? Fuck, dude. Shelters in converted warehouses are filled to the brim with new arrivals living in poor conditions, leading to the city commandeering other venues. So when I worked for the government, I never seen or experienced anything like this before. So you got a bunch of people like at the airport, you got them in these warehouses, you got them in libraries. Like, these illegal aliens, they're very thirsty. You know what I mean by thirsty. They just, they have low impulse control. What if they want to fuck? Like, are they like doing it? Like what's going on? Like, again, because there's like babies being squirted out, babies having babies. So like, it's like, I don't know, dude, this whole situation is fucking weird. All right, let's continue. New York City launches $53 million program to hand out prepaid credit cards to illegal alien families. So Americans are struggling to afford food. Even now, February of 2024, everything is insanely fucking expensive. And now these illegal alien criminals are getting literal free money. They're getting free housing. They're getting free everything. Like, when they're coming over the border, I'm like, dude, why are they all so fucking fat? All these women are fat. And then, like, they get here, and then they remain fat. And it's because they get free food. They get free everything. Mayor Eric Adams' administration will soon start handing out prepaid credit cards to illegal alien families being put up in Big Apple hotels, the Post has learned. The $53 million pilot program, it's only a pilot program, guys, run by the New Jersey company Mobility Capital Finance, will provide illegal aliens arriving at the Roosevelt Hotel with the city cash to help them buy food, according to city records. I'll start with a group of 500 migrant families in short-term hotel stays and will replace the current food service offered there, according to City Hall. The cards can only be used at bodegas, grocery stores, supermarkets, and convenience stores. And migrants must sign an affidavit swearing they will only spend the funds on food and baby supplies, or they will be kicked out of the program. The immediate response card initiative appears akin to the state's food stamp program dubbed SNAP, which provides lower income New Yorkers with a credit card to cover the cost of meals and will provide funds based on the same scale. The amount on each card will vary depending on the size of the family and whether any income is coming in. According to the details of the contract, a family of 4, for instance, could be provided nearly $1,000 each month, which comes out to $35 per day for food. Cards will get refilled every 28 days. Fucking A, dude. Yeah, you guys got to swear you're not going to go out and buy Marc Echo shoes. Don't go to Ross and buy, a backpack with the word princess on the back. Oh, no. Don't do that. Oh, don't go buy flat screen TVs with $1,000 they give you each month. Are you dude, are they crazy? This is unbelievably crazy to hear. Let's see. What do we got here? We get some comments. Let's see. Looks like a good time to vacation there. I only speak Spanish and ask for food and to stay at a hotel. This makes me mad there are so many homeless people and New York gives money to illegals instead. Yeah, for no reason. Yeah, it is pretty bad. It's unbelievably horrific what is happening. And New York has had a problem with homelessness for quite some time. I live in Las Vegas. We have an army of homeless people living underneath the Las Vegas Strip. We have these very large tunnels, and like there's people literally living down there. They have like big homes and shit down there in the tunnels, and there's no relief for them. I mean, just look at all the kids, all the young people, all those single mothers and shit on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever, and they're posting about not being able to afford food. They're crying in their car. They're stressed out. They got 2 or 3 jobs, and there's no relief for them. But if you're an illegal alien criminal that's coming from a country that is not a shithole, you get the world handed to you on a platter. These people are getting everything that they want, and they don't have to pay taxes, by the way. Everything that they earn, everything that they get, it's all tax-free. These are our replacements. There's no denying it. It's not a fucking conspiracy theory. You got people on CNN, you got people on MSNBC, you got all these Twitter personalities literally celebrating the erosion of traditional actual magic Americans, white Europeans. Yeah, I mean this is it. And again, what is to stop? AC, you bring up a good point. What is to stop somebody who looks like me, who speaks Spanish, who is pretending to speak Spanish or whatever the case, but is pretending to be from anywhere in the world other than the U.S. and getting free money? Like out here in Las Vegas, there's like this little tent that's on the side of like this major intersection, and I think it's by Sunset Park, and they give out free iPhones. And everything's like in Spanish, there's no catch. They're giving people free iPhones. And I believe it's for illegal aliens. There's a lot of homeless people around that park. And yeah, I mean, dude, like the world's changing so quickly, man. Like just a few years ago, like none of this was a thing. Prior to COVIDs, prior to Joe Biden, like this wasn't a thing. To be fair, illegals have no representation, therefore no representation equal no taxation. Well, that's not the point. They're not supposed to be here. They don't deserve or they shouldn't be afforded any sort of representation whatsoever. They shouldn't be afforded any sort of entitlement. Again, it's just like the only thing that they're entitled to is equal protection under the law. So like if somebody abuses an illegal alien, obviously that's reprehensible and can't happen. I don't know. I feel like they have better representation than me. Yeah, Rookie. Yeah, I agree with Rookie. I'm 100% on Rookie's side. They get free lawyers. I don't know about you guys, but every lawyer that I've had to hire, I had to pay a lot of fucking money to that person. Illegal aliens get free. They get free everything. They get free transportation. They get to fly for free. They get free food. That's why they stay fat. It's unbelievable. When they work, like someone, I was arguing with I don't want to say who this person is because they'll get fucking mad. But I was arguing with somebody, and they're like, "Oh well, if you get your job taken by an illegal alien, that just goes to show like how bad of a worker you are." So you know how beneficial it is to hire an illegal alien as opposed to an American citizen. When you hire an American citizen, you gotta pay taxes on that person. You gotta file this paperwork for that person. It's all official and documented. An illegal alien, it's almost as if that person doesn't even exist because you just pay them under the table, and they're like, "Oh well, even like what people don't understand is like if I'm a construction worker and I'm working with an illegal alien and we get, let's say, $1,000 a week, but I'm official, I'm not going to get $1,000 at the end of the week. I'm going to get significantly less. I'm going to get like $600 at the end of the week because a chunk of my check is going to the government. That illegal alien paying under the table, they keep every penny. Again, it doesn't sound that fair to me. None of this is fair. Let's just be clear. And the only thing that we can do is obviously cheer on these governors that are sending illegal aliens to sanctuary cities. Unfortunately, I live in one. But they're not coming here for whatever reason. There's really no work anyways. But yeah, it's they just spread awareness. And of course, vote accordingly. If you got a bunch of people living in your house, you got to gather up those ballots, make sure they're filled out and signed correctly, and vote on their behalf. Drop off their ballots for them, make it easy for them. And we that's the only play that we have. When people are like, "Oh, well, voting is for bitches. Voting is, it's a cuck maneuver." Well, what else are we gonna do right now? There's no other option. All right, let me read some of these comments really quick. I don't know. I feel like they, yeah, okay. So, foreigner raisin, or another raisin person, cool. There are some churches that give the poor high quality food. I went there out of curiosity and saw BMWs and Cadillacs, etc. They were given free food, claiming that they were picking it up for someone that they knew who was in need. The whole system is whack. I agree. I know a guy with lots of money who was caught taking most of the donated food home from the nonprofit food bank. He directed. Know a few others who go there and don't need to. I wonder if reducing our taxes would solve this issue. If you have two people, legal, and since they both would have the same pay, the logical choice would be the American. For no reason, I don't vote. Well, for no reason, you should vote, because if you don't get involved in politics, politics is going to get involved in you. Again, I'm involved in the process more officially than most, and have been involved in the process in ways most people never would be. And I mean, this is it. This is it. You know what, AC, you're probably right. You're probably right. If there wasn't such a massive financial burden to hire a worker, because it's like the cost of hiring an employee. It's not just, okay, I got to pay this person what they're worth. That's one aspect of a cost. There's other aspects to it too, like insurance, other things, all kinds of stuff that just way beyond me, because I don't own like a big business or hire people for that matter. But I know it costs money. But if that burden was lifted, it's like, okay, I can either hire Muhammad or John Smith. It's like, well, I can trust John Smith. John Smith is credentialed. He's ID'd. He doesn't have a criminal record. He's not shady. He's more reliable, yada, yada, yada. But no, it's a lot easier. You're rewarded in many cases for hiring illegal aliens and punishing the American citizenry by devaluing their wages or just not hiring them altogether. And yeah, and then you just depress wages all throughout an entire industry, in hospitality and construction, etc. Voting is consent. I don't consent. Oh my God, Raisin. Don't be such a pain in the ass. All right. Well, so yeah, I believe that's pretty much it for the politics. Again, it just really hasn't been anything interesting going on. Oh, well, also on the same note, so we got a Magic American freaking out. A Boston man gives the police a piece of his mind. Well, let's hear what he has to say.
Paycheck don't equal to live fucking here. And I've been here my whole fucking because I can yell. Because I can yell. Because I can yell. And I'm fucking angry. That's why.
I hear you. I do hear you.
So why can't I get in the fucking building?
You can't get in right now. No one can go in.
Why? Where's the mayor at? Y'all, this fucking town's a fucking sham, yo. It's all about fucking money. It's a fucking money grab. Y'all don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers that was born and fucking raised here. Y'all raised the fucking rent so fucking high. Can't afford to live here, but y'all gonna bring some other motherfuckers here? That doesn't fucking add up. It doesn't make no fucking sense. None. None. I'm fucking homeless.
Yeah, someone in the background. It's hard to hear, but someone in the background is talking about the restaurant industry. They know what's up. They know what's up.
A full-time job, 40 hours. and getting paid to live here. How the fuck are y'all gonna bring somebody else here? Don't make no fucking sense. None.
You know what's funny? It's like, look, brother, man, I hear you. And like so many people on the left or so many people who vote Democrat, they all say the same shit. Government's corrupt. They're abandoning the poor. They're abandoning the widows. They're abandoning the children. They're taking whatever institutions or whatever activities that are afforded to the public, they're taking them away and they're giving it to the illegal aliens. Yet reliably, they have voted the exact same way. They literally brought about their community's own destruction. They literally brought about their own displacement in the rate in which Magic Americans are being replaced, like genuine Magic Americans who descended from, the people who came on those ships. Horrible stuff that happened to them, but they should be afforded respect and representation. And instead, they're being replaced. Their children are being set up to fail in the public education system. And again, if a Republican was smart, they would be like, look, Democrats are tricking you guys. They're pulling the wool over your fucking heads. They're setting up your kids to fail. They're setting them up for the prison, the school to prison pipeline. And you can make that case quickly, and it would literally be true. But they still insist on voting for the people that are replacing them, displacing them in neighborhoods that were historically Magic American. Now they're, full of, Middle Eastern people and full of, people from south of the border, all throughout the world. People who are like actually from Africa. There are some Magic Americans they're like, well, I'm not African. I'm American. I was born here. My parents were born here, et cetera, et cetera. And I can sympathize with that, but we're seeing this all over the place. I noticed this many, many, many years ago on the Southwest. I'm from California, and there are neighborhoods that were historically Magic American, and they've been radically transformed. The Magic Americans are gone. They're dead. They're in prison. Who knows where they are? I honestly don't know where they go. The country's getting a lot smaller, and the importation of the people that are replacing individuals like this and taking over the public buildings that they did pay for. I mean, he works 40 hours a week. This is an American citizen. Chunks of money are taken out of the check, and it's going to support those buildings that he wants to go into and take advantage of, which is his right. But not anymore, because a bunch of fat illegal aliens moved in there. And it's really, really sad. Honestly, this is upsetting. However, this guy probably voted for it. The people in that community literally voted for it. And deep down, they know they fucked up and they did wrong. They have an animus. They have a stick up their ass about white people. So they're like, I know if I vote for Democrats, we're going to punish the white man. Well, now look at you. You can't afford to live in the home in the place that you grew up in, that you were born in. A facility that was used for the children in your neighborhood, that is supposed to be used for the children in your neighborhood, or be afforded to you, to this man, is no longer his. It's now theirs. He did it to himself. It's hard to have sympathy. Cushy 2024. Do you vote yet? I personally have not voted yet. I will be voting in November of 2024, and I will be voting for President Trump. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. And if he doesn't win, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world, because the regime really wants a war with the Russians or the Chinese or whoever, and they will wage a war, or they're going to want a war with the American citizenry. That is likely going to happen. There is going to be a war if Joe Biden wins. Some people speculate that a war is going to happen beforehand. Yeah, I don't really see that happening yet. I think things are going to stabilize, but the regime does want a war. They're going to wage a war in every direction, and they will sacrifice the lives of millions of people for the benefit of the Biden crime family, for the Clintons, for the Cheneys, etc. And I'm not going to fight their wars. I don't have to. And if it means me going to jail, then so be it. We are technically in World War III already. AC, you're probably right. I mean, we're probably in a World War III and a Civil War. We have the regime torturing innocent Americans in D.C. We have multiple states, political figures like Fannie Willis and a few others trying to throw President Trump in prison. We have activist organizations and just very rich billionaire activists who are, launching these phony attacks against President Trump and, calling him a rapist and shit, a la E. Jean Carroll. And then of course we have multiple states outright rejecting the rulings of a Supreme Court. And many other states saying they back Governor Abbott in Texas. And now Hawaii is saying fuck the Constitution. They're going to violate people's Second Amendment rights, even though Hawaii is literally an official state of the United States. Yeah, man, we're in dark times. I know it doesn't look like it, but we are. We're in a deep recession, despite what the fake news industry is saying. The economy is shit at every level of analysis. The good jobs are gone. What few shitty, crummy jobs exist, they're either going to illegal aliens or they pay so little, it's not even fucking worth it to work. Like, I mean, that's where we're at. Annie, oh my God, what were you doing with the camera and the GIMP puppet? Oh yeah, that. All right, rookie, give me a second. I'm going to explain myself. All right, so I have this idea for a fun podcast. Civil War with who? Kushi, that's a good question. I might make a video on probably how I would fight a World War II because, all right, so within America, the major players would be, obviously, let's say, political dissidents versus the regime. So people like me versus the Biden regime. But the regime wouldn't only be our enemies. We would have all kinds of enemies. We would have to worry about violent activist groups like BLM or Antifa. We would also have to worry about cartels and gangs operating within the U.S. They would obviously be working on behalf of the regime, and they would need to be taken out quickly, because gangs and cartels, they can move weaponry, they can move people quite effectively. So you'd want to, prevent them from being able to operate in any state. You'd have to, cut them out, destroy them quickly. We may very well go up against our own military. That's a possibility. I know some people have been arguing with me saying that there's no way that the military would ever obey an order to shoot upon citizens, but again, I don't have faith in it. All right, so sex puppets versus rainbow frogs, probably. Okay, so first off, all right, so let me explain that camera behind me. I got a Panasonic OmniMovie HD VHS camera. It's really, really cool. And I want to do like a fun podcast. I'm going to call it like that 90s podcast. So it's basically like the only podcast on the 90s. And it'll be like fun and like funny. But I don't want to use like my Elgato 4K camera or like one of these fancy cameras that I have here. I want to use a camera from the 90s. Or that one was made in 89. So that camera is literally older than I am. But I can connect it to my computer and use it like a webcam. So it looks like it. So I think it'd be pretty cool. Do you in the military? Am I? Cushy, I'm not allowed to answer that question on stream. All right. It's complicated. But I figured you were going to host a quilting show. Zombie Bomb, no. First off, I don't do quilting. No, I'm still going to do this show. I'm still going to do gun videos. I'm still going to do tool videos, etc. But now I'm just, adding a few puppet stuff because I do want to do funny skits and bits with the puppets. But like I'm doing a puppet for Vito, obviously. Vito just Waldy of the biggest problem in the universe. I haven't been able to complete it because I've been recording the making of these puppets for the patterns. And also like I had to deal with, my roof being replaced and, excuse me, and just some other stuff. Like, again, just really, really busy. No, I am not going to do a quilting show. I don't even know what quilting is. Like, I know what, I don't even know, like, I know what a quilt is, but I don't know what, like, the point of a quilt is, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm not that old. Jesus. All right. So anyways, very little to no sympathy for these people. All right. Well, we got to get into the pop culture news. Sort of. All right, Biden calls on snack companies to stop shrinkflation, calling it a ripoff, man. Yeah, I heard you couldn't get the labia for Vito. Hold up, 1 second. God damn it. I stepped on a fucking needle. I was like, what the hell is poking me? Anyways, do you want civil war? Ooh, that's a good question. Do I want it? Absolutely not. No. Because my fear would be, so like, all right, so let's say, because right now I would be on the side because of our governor. Our governor's already put us on the side. We would be on Texas's side. We would be on the side pushing back on the illegal alien invasion. Oh yeah, by the way, we'd have to be going up against illegal aliens, like an army of them, millions of them. However, American, like actual proper Americans, they're fucking warriors. They got that warrior blood. They're not retards. So we'd have a good chance. But don't want a civil war? No, it'd be fucking difficult to do. I mean, we would like theoretically, like if shit were to go down and lines would be drawn in the sand. How I would do it, we would need to take over Arizona quickly, take over New Mexico quickly, and at least take over the southwest portion of California. Because what you don't want is the cartel being able to rush munitions through to the U.S. You want to cut them off. And you also just want to secure the fucking border, which is the source of our problems. And hopefully there would be resistance within the states. My hope would be you can convince the police to go after the gangs, go after the cartels, literally launch their own operations against what would be the primary foot soldiers or the secondary foot soldiers of the regime. There's a reason, like, dude, the cartel works with the regime. Like, there's no dispute about that. And again, what would be unknown is like what the National Guards would do, what militias would do, what the U.S. military would do. You just don't know what kind of mutiny would exist within the U.S. military under the command of Joe Biden. It would be really fucking crazy. Junkie with needles on the floor. Knew it. No, it was a sewing needle, dude. It was this. I accidentally stepped on it. See? And I'm fine. I'm not bleeding or anything. Let's see. Yeah, I heard you couldn't get the labia for... Dude, don't talk shit about Vito, okay? Vito is like a good friend of mine now. All right, so I want to make a broader point about the Biden calling on the snackflation. All right, so again, this is related to kind of the thing that I'm most against. Again, we can defeat our enemies. We can literally defeat our enemies, you guys, if we stop consuming product. Biden calls on snack companies to stop shrinkflation, calling it a ripoff. President Joe Biden on Sunday called on snack companies to stop shrinkflation. Let's see if we can just find the video. Oh, it's not here. Anyways, let's see. President Joe Biden on Sunday called on snack companies to stop shrinkflation, which is when businesses cut product sizes but keep prices the same, describing the practice as a ripoff. Some companies are trying to pull a fast one by shrinking the products little by little and hoping you won't notice. Biden said in a video posted on Twitter, or on X, formerly known as Twitter, ahead of the Super Bowl. Give me a break. The American public is tired of being played for suckers. I'm calling on companies to put a stop to this. Let's make sure businesses do the right thing now, he said. He got made fun of for this, but I think it's genius. This is actually something that I would do. This is something that, now I would do. I would be a much better president than Joe Biden for sure. But if I was advising him, I would absolutely have him come out and say something like this. And here's why. These Democrats, these soy boys, they love consuming products. They love to consume products. So when Joe Biden goes after Pepsi and all the big junk food Goy Slop brands, it's almost like he's signaling to them like, I'm on your side. I got you. Ace Angelo, you are a soy boy. Shame, bro. Shame. Don't talk about my man's Biden. Yo, fuck Biden. All right. Yo, he's a fucking bitch. But yeah, he's just signaling to them, like, I got your back. When he says shit like this, he's fighting for his constituents. Like, this isn't about me. This is about the average Redditor. This is about, the people who, like read Pitchfork and shit. They're just like, sipping on their fucking Diet Cokes and shit, their Diet Pepsis and, munching on Cheetos and huffing Cheeto dust and stuff. Dude, Biden knows his audience, man, or the people that are advising him. They know what's up. This is a good move. I mean, this is why he was talking about, junk fees, at banks, overdraft fees and shit, dude. Because his core demo, retarded, financially illiterate, fat, the consumer whores, goy-slop enjoyers. That's why he's like, oh, junk fees, got to make the junk food bigger, consume more. Biden knows who his fucking voters are. Genius. What the fuck? I love Diet Pepsi. Ace Angelo, you're going to stop that. Oh my God. Okay, we got consumers in the chat now. Do you watch interview with Vladimir Putin? I did not watch it, but I do have a connection in the Kremlin, and they filled me in, dude. But Putin's doing all right. And the interview was all right. I mean, I like that little jab at Tucker Carlson about him failing to be employed at the CIA. I thought that was pretty cheeky. All right, let's continue. What else do we got here? Dude, we got a lot of 304 shit. A lot of fun 304 shit. All right, we had that. All right, so we got a little bit of crime here. Let's see what's going on here. All right, look at this fucking fat nerd. Probably a Biden voter.
Do you guys buy gaming consoles here?
We do buy consoles.
Do you guys buy Wii's?
Go ahead and pop it out and let's take a look at it.
It's the LGBT Wii. They didn't make a lot of these particular models. Let's go like the flag on that side.
We will not be accepting the system in trade. Please leave the store. The LGBT Wii does not exist.
Look, man, I'll take $30 cash for it. That's a good deal.
We will not be accepting the system in trade. Do not make me contact the police.
Dude, what's up with this fucking fat nerd? Why is he chimping out like this? Do you guys know what's up with it? Like, why would he get so mad?
Whoa. We don't gotta call the police on this one.
Please leave the store then, sir.
$25 cash.
I will call the police and they will...
Yeah, for no reason. I'm going to address that in a second. In a second. And no, Cushy 2024, I'm not from Texas. I don't believe I've ever been to Texas. Why am I saying I don't believe? Either I have or I haven't. No, I haven't.
Remove you from my store. 911.
I'm out.
You left as I showed you call log. I can show you my ID showing that I am the one who called. He has just left the store as soon as he realized that we actually did call him.
Do you have like a vehicle they left in?
I do not know. We do have a photo of him on our camera, though. If he comes back in, we will contact him.
What a pussy, dude. I don't know why he got mad. I honestly don't understand why he was so mad, why he was so
Do
triggered.
you guys buy gaming consoles?
However, the young boy in the red hoodie, look, when the store asks you to leave, dude, you gotta leave. That technically is trespassing. But this fucking fat nerd is chimping out for no reason. Let's see. I am from San Francisco. I am so sorry. Oh shit, hold up. All right, so the mostly peaceful Latina drama. Look, I've been. You guys should send me a link to Chronix. Father Chronic is his new Twitter handle because he got banned off Twitter. Like, dude, I like Chronic. I'm Team Chronic, the War Band. They've been good to me. Those are good dudes. But dude, like, he goes so fucking hard sometimes, and he needs someone to be like, dude, don't do this. I don't know who the mostly peaceful Latinas are. A lot of these MAGA influencers, I have no idea who they are. There's like a very, very small handful of people that I actually genuinely talk to. And none of them are like these weird sycophants or like these weird grifters. Again, I don't know who the peaceful Latinas are. But they're admitting that they are reporting him. They're admitting, they're calling on their fans or the viewers to, let's just go to let's see if I can find them on here. Let's see. Mostly. No, there they are. See what's going on here. Yeah, in the comments, just like a bunch of simps. Okay, Trump has rainbow porn stars fighting for him. Please name another president that has such a diverse base. So I guess this is like the extent of their of like the kind of stuff they do. I don't know what they like to post. I know that they filed copyright strikes. They're admitting that they're filing copyright strikes against Chronicus. So again, just thin-skinned women. And I saw some of the posts that Chronic was making. They were pretty fucking funny. Here we go. Oh, so sad. The incel that's been harassing us for the past 10 days was finally banned from this app. It's crazy because this was not us. I mean, how many times are you going to use your anonymity to bully women and think you're going to get away with it? It's social media, chick. Like, if you're going to be on social media, you got to be ready for people to talk shit. That comes with the territory. I don't like this idea that people should be shielded from any sort of criticism or mean word. Like, dude, like look at this fucking look at this chat. Look at this chat. I got a bunch of people fucking, saying I wear lipstick. I've been called gay. I don't know how many times. I've been called a Nazi. I've been called fucking everything. Every fucking slur. I don't care. People threaten me. The Rene DeResta thing really got like some leftists on me. It's like spying on me and shit. I'm not a Latina sympathizer, dude. Like, I'm not, like, again, these aren't my people. I don't know, like, just because you're pro-Trump or you're on the right, like, does not mean that I'm going to be cool with you. Like, again, I'm beefing with Melanie Mack, who's a fake Christian, with Nina Stupidity, with Eric July. Like, I don't like these people. I think they're all fucking fake. You muted me when I called you slurs. Zombie Bomb, I swear on my life, I never muted you. I don't mute people in the chat. I don't think I've ever deleted a single chat. Someone, when Cheese was with me, somebody in the chat said the N-word. We laughed about it. I didn't delete it. Are you a real Christian? Cushy 2024. I would like to think that I am a good Christian. I don't like to preach or force my beliefs onto people. I will come on and do these shows, do my videos, and I will tell you the truth. But I don't believe it is my place to compel people, to force people, or just to whack people over the head with my personally held convictions. I remember it was glorious. Yeah. So Zombie Bomb, no, I don't delete chats at all. That's all Google's doing. That's all YouTube's doing. And what is a real Christian? That's a good question. And it's difficult to... It's a difficult question to answer. I think, oh man, this is so lame, but I feel like you can just tell when someone or something is authentic and something is real. And yes, I do support free speech, but let me put it this way. Like Melanie Mack, for an example, she did in 2018 when Trump was president, she was defending and advocating for rainbow people, which is not a big deal. Not a big deal. I don't care. That's not a problem to me. Literally, that's not a problem to me. However, that was in 2018. That's not long ago. It's now just barely 2024. It's February of 2024. And now she's calling people the F slur. She's been celebrating churches burning down because she doesn't like the person that's, that runs the church or whatever. Never mind that innocent people might get hurt. Never mind that someone might die. She's cheering on violence. She's cheering on horrific things that the Lord would not call upon for someone to do. In my estimation, that just seems wrong to me. It's a house of God, and you're cheering on it burning down in flames. And, she just says all this horrid shit, and I just don't believe her. I don't fucking believe her. She comes off as inauthentic to me. So when she's parading around, quoting scripture, it comes off as phony. I don't run around and preach scripture to anybody. But I do pray, and I do consider myself a Christian, and I do have a don't do fucking evil policy. So I don't prey upon children. I don't call for violence against children because I'm not a leftist. I'm not a Democrat. I mean, that bothers me so much. I'm never, ever going to fucking let it go that the left threatened to burn little kids down. Catholic boys, they threatened to burn them alive in their schools. For literally standing and doing nothing. They threatened to people I personally know, because I used to be a Bernie bro. I'm still technically a registered Democrat, but I know people who were like cheering on Grape of Kyle Rittenhouse, and being someone who's quote unquote on the right. I've my fellow people, my fellow MAGA bros, they were saying mean things about that stupid Greta Thunberg girl. I never talked about her because she was a kid. Throughout most of her public life. And I don't talk about kids. Same with David Hogg. I mean, I'll make fun of him now, but back when all that shit popped off, I'm just like, I disagreed with him, but I have a code. Just don't do evil, leave the kids alone. And, a lot of these people on the right, they pretend to have a code. They pretend to be Christian. They pretend to be on the right, and they're not. Eric July, another great example. He had a pretty decent speech that rebuked social justice warriors. And now he hired the Soska sisters who do grape incest smut films, and now they're making a comic. They're running the they're like project managers now for Eric July, and now he's pretending that they had a sincere conversation about God and finding truth and moving towards the light. And I just don't believe these fucking people. And so many people are taken in by them. What you see is what you get. I'm a regular working class dude. I used to work in politics. I understand how elections work better than most people, given my former profession. And I think there's value in what I do. I'm not a fucking fraud like a lot of these people. And yes, I do support free speech. I support unfettered free speech. So because I call out people for hypocrisy, it doesn't mean I'm like attacking their free speech. So when I rebuke Eric July for using the N-word, what I'm trying to highlight is that he gets to get away with using bigoted slurs against rainbow people, calling people the N-word, but James Alsop and Jared Taylor, who have never spoken anywhere near as disgusting as Eric July, they're banned permanently on multiple platforms. That's a problem to me. You get a fake Christian like Melanie Mack. She's dropping F slurs left and right, calling for violence, celebrating destruction of churches. But just in 2018, she was basically gobbling the rainbow cock. What's going on there? I just call it the fakery. Is Nikki Haley a puppet? Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. Yeah. So these mostly peaceful Latinas, again, I don't know. I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed by fucking bitches like this. Two Miami girls discussing culture, politics, and current events. Managed by Linda Bella is the nice one. Number one, red pill disrespecter. Wait a minute. You disrespect the red pill, but you're Trump 2024? What the fuck does that mean? Red pill disrespecter. Yeah, so again, why the fuck would I listen to these fucking bitches? What do they have to offer to me? Okay, one of them has giant titties, so that's cool, I guess. Different strokes. This is what you like. That's what you like. I'm not really into women like this though. They seem annoying to me. Yeah, they look stupid. If they were to come up and talk to me, I wouldn't listen to anything they're saying to me. I would probably turn around and walk away without acknowledging them at all. Why would I want to listen to them talk about culture? What culture? What kind of culture? What do these women have to say about politics that is interesting or unique in any way, shape, or form? And they got Undead Chronic banned. Undead Chronic, whose commentary is fucking fire. It's unique. He's funny and entertaining. How many simps does this bitch have? All right, she's got 21,000 followers on Twitter. Let's look at her YouTube page. Oh, shit. Oh, they only have 8.8K subscribers? Oh, okay. Oh, man. All right, well, I mean, they're very well organized. They're on point with these thumbnails. I mean, there's not a lot going on there, but, good for them, I suppose. Well, let's see some of the topics here. Breakdown of gun control laws in the USA. Mexican authorities and our rescue capture international child predators. I mean, at least they're on the right side on some of these issues. Look, if I could put a good word in Chronic's ear, it's like, look, I get it, dude. They're probably grifters. They're using their assets to their advantage. Biden declares MAGA Republicans a threat. I get why it's low-hanging fruit. Like, it's easy to beat up on these women. I think the red pill disrespecter thing is really what got him. I mean, oh, man, dude, you can't fucking go after these bitches, dude. You got to choose your battles wisely. Or you got to, approach it very carefully, because now look at his shit. Like, he's getting all fucking bad. Dude, he might lose his YouTube channel. Mostly Peaceful Latinas breaks down trending stories, politics, and culture from a Latina conservative perspective. Join hosts Linda Catalina and Bella Rodriguez as they analyze trending news and have provocative conversations about the current state of the clown world. All right, so they're using all the right buzzwords. So I'll give them that. Yeah, I'm just like, yo, I'm the host of the Watchfrogs, and let me tell you about this fucked up incident. Oh, man. Pearl Davis, Pearly Things exposes herself as a groomer. Oh, man. Dude, they probably got a high body count, dude. I mean, a lot of these fucking bitches on the so-called right, or part of like the dissident right, they like to attack the red pill. They like to attack the manosphere because they want to hold women accountable for their high body count and their disgusting activities when it comes to dating on a personal level. Not what they preach, because what they preach isn't exactly what they do on in the real world. You know, a lot of these women are fake, that for sure. Like, again, I understand Chronic's perspective, but like, dude, you're playing with fire, man. The fact they called out Chaz is what got me. Wait, what did they say to Chaz? What did they say to Chaz? Yeah, conservative. Yeah, I know. That everyone says that one has big, yeah. Oh man, fucking Chronic, man. I don't want to see his channel go. Like right now, I'm on my best behavior because Eric July and his fucking beta orbiters, they mass flagged me. Luckily, you know, I was able to get all of them but one removed. But man, it's just so upsetting. By the way, guys, did I say that I'm sorry for not being here last week? I'm really sorry. I missed you guys. I missed this. What time is it? Because my buddy wants to take me out. We're gonna go to a bar, and oh fuck, I'm getting all tangled up. I gotta shave these disgusting pubes off my face before I go out, talk to ladies. All right, so gotta move on. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, I gotta unmute this. I do not remember what the shit was. It's probably crime related, or I think we're getting into the 304 shit. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. There we go. Oh my god, still no audio? Come on, man. Ooh.
I had my son 3 months ago and it's been the greatest thing I've ever experienced. I love him so much. Sister-in-law started making remarks since I found out that it was a boy that I was being
Hold on, let me, where's the fucking settings on this shit?
backwards assuming that he was a boy, and she got very agitated whenever I said he, and she insisted I didn't know. In the beginning I laughed it off and told her not to worry. If he says otherwise I will respect that, but for now he's my baby boy, and the odds are, I'm a math teacher and my husband always finds it hilarious that I start talking odds, but the odds are that he will still be a he. When my baby was born she started calling him they and them. I ignored it. She could say whatever really. Yesterday she and her wife, mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law and his wife were having dinner with us. She started again saying how I shouldn't call him he. I said that I could call him whatever I wanted until he says otherwise, and that she should stop saying them and respect my wishes because this is getting ridiculously confusing. That's when she called me transphobe. When she uttered these words I was seeing red and was so angry. I told
Yeah, okay, so you're not supposed to get angry. You say, yeah, I am a fucking transphobe. This is my fucking kid. Don't call my kid some stupid shit. You're making life difficult for me and my family. Shut your fucking mouth.
her that she was out of line accusing me of something like that and that she was never welcome in my house again. She threatened to call social services to...
Yeah, she gets more upset about being called a transphobe than her using those stupid fake pronoun bullshit. Like, I mean, like, obviously the pronoun stuff bothers her, but, you know, it's like the transphobe... God forbid you're not an ally. God forbid you're not seen as a good person, as a non-deplorable.
...to take him away, and I lost it and started yelling at her to get out. Now my husband and his family think I'm the a-hole for kicking her out. But I never want her in my life or around my child again. Am I the a-hole?
Yeah, so this is like, I was a Bernie bro. I was a burn victim. I worked for Sanders. You know, I had friends when I was at UNLV who were like poets. They were journalist students. They were like literature students, like really talented people, talented guys. And yeah, I went full MAGA and they fucking disavowed me. And it was really heartbreaking and shit, but you got to put your foot down or people are just going to walk all over you and they're going to impose or impress upon you values and degeneracy that you otherwise never would have accepted in your life. And I'm unapologetically me. Like what you see on camera, I'm like this in real life. I'm fucking outrageous and crazy. And I'm not afraid to hide what I truly believe, you know, within good taste, obviously, right? You know, like if I'm on social media, people are sharing ideas, I'm going to share my ideas. I'm not going to hide who I am or what I believe. And in the real world, when it's appropriate, when it applies, I'll be honest about, you know, Trump going to jail or something. The 2020 election, the moon landing, you know, if it's fake, if people think it's real, I'm going to tell them it's fake, you know. And obviously this woman was bothered by the whole pronoun bullshit and she put her foot down. And I think that was the right move. And again, people try to push upon their far leftist bullshit. You got to push back against it. We got to push back against it wherever it is encountered. I had a disagreement with my former co-host about the pronouns in the Pokemon world. If someone were to ask me what the fuck my pronouns were, I would leave. I would not participate. I'd be like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out. I don't want to deal with this shit. You a burn victim? When I mean burn victim, I mean like Bernie bro, B-E-R-N, not B-U-R-N. There's no actual fire involved. It's a euphemism for a Bernie Sanders supporter who feels betrayed, for lack of better words. All right, well, let's continue. Oh, yeah, this is finance stuff. All right, well, let's see what this woman has to say. So, again, I mentioned earlier the economy is in shambles.
What?
No, Cushy 2020, you think the moon landing is fake? Dude, I know the moon landing is fake. That lady let rainbow people in her house. Maybe she should be stuck with them forever. She should be in charge of finding them both husbands. Lodestar, okay, look. I'm not about mistreating people for their perceived lifestyle. However, when they start acting stupid, you got to put your foot down. 100%. All right, let's hear what this woman has to say. I'm not going to read that.
Why is it that
Let me speed this up a
I
little
have
bit.
to work 40 hours a week just so I can have a place to live?
Because you embrace feminism. Because you support the Democratic Party, which wants to import literally tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people, foreign-born, hostile males, military-age males into this country, who are going to compete with you, that are going to compete with native men, and it's going to devalue the wages. It's going to remove good jobs from the market. That's why you have to work 40 hours a week, just so you have a place to live, girly.
40 hours a week makes me $2,000 a month. And my
Holy shit, you need to get a better job. You need to get a better job. Girly, I make way more than that in a week. $2,000 in a month, and her rent is $1,660. So she's only got a few $100s for food and for other expenses. Wow.
My rent is $1,660. So I work 40 hours a week so I can have a 2-bedroom apartment and an extra $300 a month. Like, it doesn't cover my phone, internet, food, you know? So not only do I...
All right, so this person isn't savvy either. My phone bill, I have a Galaxy S23 Ultra. This is a brand new phone, or at least it was brand new less than a year ago. And it was over $1,000. I paid for it in cash. So I own this. And my phone bill is only $180 a year. Only $180 a year. So if she's struggling to barely afford her phone bill, she's not a savvy consumer. She's not a smart consumer. 42K is full-time minimum wage. She works 40 hours a week. She works 40 hours a week. And at the end of the month, she only has 2K. So 12 times 2, that's what she's making in a year. So she's living alone. So she has a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm assuming she's living alone. Yeah, she's making poor choices. Girl, first off, downgrade to a studio. And you need to go over your expenses. Because you're doing life wrong. You're suffering. Again, all right, so you're bad with money. You make shit for money. You probably vote like a dumbass. What is the point of her complaining? It's like, oh, well, woe is me. I don't have any fucking money to do anything. I only have barely $300 to live the rest of the month. Got to embrace communism. I mean, what is the suggestion here? Well, let's hear her out. Let's hear her out.
I not have any extra money, but just working makes me so exhausted that I don't have time either. Like, I get off work at 5:30, come home, I'm just so tired. I'm so tired that, like, anything that I need to do outside work, I then just push off to, like, the weekends. And I'm like, I'm just too tired to do this after work. I'll wait until Saturday. So then I end up with so much to do on the weekend that ends up...
All right, so you got shit to do, but you're going to sit on your fucking ass and make a TikTok video. Girl, I'm an electrician. I work 10 hours a day. I had to take care of my grandmother, and I got to take care of my mom. I work hard and I make sure that they're taken care of. I got a fat dog, a special needs dog. My baby Popcorn, she needs me. People are relying on me. I don't have the luxury of coming home 10 hours a day after 10 hours, feet fucking sore, back a little sore, from hauling around tools and shit, and crying on the internet because I work as often as I do to live. Look, I don't have to hunt my own food. I don't have to, battle tigers and shit and bears. The price I pay for modernity is working a little hard, spending a little extra time outside my home so I can have the things I need to survive. Again, this woman, she does, look, I already identified multiple things she can do to have more money in her pocket and to make her life situation a little bit better. Get a studio apartment. You don't need 2 bedrooms. And you need to get smart with your phone service. I mean, if you're paying a monthly bill for your phone, you're fucking insane. You're just throwing money away. What mage you think moon landing fake? Kushi, I'll tell you about that later. She takes D for the missing expenses. Oh, MTMG coming in hot. Yeah, probably.
Having to be split into 2 days. So I have to do stuff on both Saturday and Sunday. So then I don't get a day off. I don't get a day to relax. I don't get to decompress. So
yeah, all that's modern woman lingo. Oh, gotta decompress. Oh, I'm vibing. Oh, I don't get to vibe. Oh, shut up.
it is really like working 7 days a week, constantly. And I don't want to do that anymore, right? Like, I don't care how poor and miserable I would have to be, but I literally can't have a place to live without this, you know? Like,
why don't you live with your parents and save money? Like, dude, like, I don't know why so many young people, I don't, again, everyone's situation's different, so maybe I'm out of line saying this, but it's like, dude, just live with your mom and dad. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, if I'm interested in a girl, like, I take her out, you know, I take her somewhere nice, like Applebee's, you know, we're chilling, and she reveals to me, she's like, oh yeah, I live with my mom and dad. I'm literally not gonna care. I think like a good man, like a good dude, like a good high value dude would not fucking care. Unless like the only thing they're interested in is like smashing, which is, and then obviously you can't like go, you know, she won't be able to take you home because like the dad will be there and he'll cock block you or whatever. But again, like I just don't know why so many young people feel the need to like, I need to go live in a pod and I need to literally relinquish all my money to live in the pod, and all I will be able to consume is the goy slob. Like, look at her, dude. She's literally breaking down and crying on this fucking TikTok, and this is like the reality for a lot of youngsters. And again, like all these young people and anybody under 30, if you're under 30, just live with your fucking parents. Who fucking cares what people think? Save your fucking money. Don't fall victim to usury. Reject usury. Fuck the usury people. They're evil scum. It sounds like she will try to get a sugar daddy. I know, right? That's what she sounds like. You know, there's plenty of nice guys, there's plenty of nice nerds that she can sleep with, but she doesn't want a short, fat nerd. She doesn't want to date a guy who looks like Boogie2988, which again, I don't blame her, but you know, it's what phone carry you use service is how much a month? $40? Whoa. First off, $40 is way too expensive. I use Mint Mobile. I pay $180 a year for unlimited everything. Let me say that again. I use Mint Mobile. Again, this isn't sponsored. By the way, Mint Mobile, if you guys see this, feel free to sponsor me. I'm too controversial to be sponsored by fucking anybody. But I pay $180 a year. A year. Only one time. I already paid that, by the way. I will not have a phone bill the entire year now. And it's barely February. Or we're in the middle of February, technically. So yeah. She can live anywhere near the subway or the train. Well, I don't know where she lives, but yeah, let's finish her crying baby bullshit.
I don't know what to do. I'm not made for this. I don't have the money, time, or energy to enjoy my life outside of work, and I don't know what to do about it anymore, you know? I'm so tired.
Well, again, like, I have not met somebody like this yet, or if I did, they're hiding this from me, because I make it very clear. Like on Facebook or my personal life, like I don't give a fuck about your finances. I don't want to hear how bad you're doing in life. I don't care how poor you are. I don't want to hear you brag about how poor you are for the replacement of my people. If you vote for Bidenomics, if you cheered on the rigged election, if you want to take rights away from me, if you want to take more money out of my paycheck, I don't fucking care how hard you're struggling. You did this to yourself. You deserve every ounce of pain that you get. You deserve to be miserable because you brought misery onto someone like me who didn't want this. Not just for myself, but I don't want to see this girl crying. I want her to find a good man who will start a family with her. I want her to live the happiest life imaginable. But I'm not the boss of this chick. I'm not her fucking dad. I'm not her husband. I'm not her boyfriend. I can't tell her what to do. But I can laugh at her for her own personal mistakes. She's stumbling. And again, I don't know this chick, but I just based off of what she told me, I can instantly improve her financial outlook. I used to be a banker, and I studied finance in college, so this is I have expertise in this field, to be quite honest with you. And she's able to upload these shitty TikTok videos crying like a goofball. Why don't you research like, hey, how do I reduce my phone bill? It's like, how to help me budget and save more money this year. The year just started. It's just barely 2024. But she wants to cry for help on this platform. Modern women are really addicted to the validation. They want to be coddled. There's this yearning for protection. The feminists, they always return to tradition in my estimation. She wants someone to protect her, even if it's an illusion, even if it's fake. So you'll have like an army of beta simps, a bunch of simp orbiters, come into her defense like, oh, queen, if only you lived closer, I would take care of you, my queen. Give me your OnlyFans, queen. I'm going to vote Biden so I can eat these people. Well, MTMG, look, I get the appeal. Look, I got reasons to vote for Biden too. Look, I would love to see all the people who called me a murderer be drafted and forced to fight in Ukraine and Israel. I would love to see all the people who wanted to force drugs into my body against my will. I would love to see them homeless. I would like to see them perish. But as somebody who worships baby Jesus, who's somebody who swears not to do evil and harm in the world, and just knowing that Bidenomics will be the end of innocent life, I can't vote for him. And I know I made jokes like, oh, if he like promises to ban pit bulls, I'll vote for him. But I can't do that. I can't do that, man. I'm going to support Orange Man. I'm going to support the good guys. And I am going to be a good guy. But you know what? I'm allowed to make fun of him. I can make fun of him. That's it. But, I told you guys, it's really hard to talk about. But like my grandfather, is a good, honorable man. And he died alone in a hospital. We were not allowed to see him. We were not allowed to spend time with him. He moved out here to be closer to me and my mother. And he died alone in his last moments. He was, I think 88, 89 years old. And, he served this country, and he couldn't be afforded the right to be with his loved ones. And the Democrats did that. Governor Sisolak did that, and he was emboldened. They were emboldened by little girls like this on TikTok crying about their financial position in the world. You brought about all this misery, and people like me are so fucking angry, and they're so I feel the resentment building up. I feel it building up, and the fucking hate and anger is in there. But I know that it's wrong, and I'm gonna have to vote for Orange Man. Even if it means uplifting retards like this, it's the right thing to do, MTMG. But if they rig it again, or they do the sneaky beaky bullshit that they've been trying to do, and they succeed, well, at least we have comfort in knowing that stupid women like this and cucks and simps like Hunter Avalon, they will perish in the next war. When shit goes down, let's say, the regime utilizes this army that they imported into the country, the tens of millions of people they imported into this country, people like Hunter Avalon will perish. They will not make it. And those of us who can see this coming a mile away, again, get fit, get prepared, get what you need. At the very least, you got to be able to run. because it's coming, guys. I mean, look what they did in 2020. The fucking BLM, dude, that was a very, very contained glimpse of what is to come in America. By the way, Magic Americans are probably going to be on the receiving end of this, of the onslaught, if what they plan to do occurs. I mean, just look at what Mike Cernovich is saying. You know, these countries in the Middle East and in Africa and in Latin America, they empty out their prison cells, they empty out the prisons, and then they send off their criminal underclass to America because our regime is retarded and it'll accept them because they can use them. You support the orange man because you're not a fucking pussy. What are the sources on the moon landing? Look, there's just no reason to believe almost anything that I learned in public school. And I've yet to see any evidence that, okay, like, this is the official moon landing narrative. A long, long time ago, America had this thing called NASA. They built these machines that got man to the moon. And when they were on the moon, they were playing golf, they were riding around, and they were able to film everything. And also they called the president of the United States. The president of the United States picked up a phone and was talking to people on the moon. Now, we don't know how they did this because NASA won't tell us. And we're like, oh, well, let's take a look at the technology that was used. Oh, well, we destroyed the technology, or it went missing magically. Oh, well, clearly there's like some kind of document or something, and we can replicate the process. They can't replicate or rebuild the technology that was used to go to the moon. And I'm supposed to believe that we did this. And Russia was, and one of the things that like conservatives like Matt Walsh would say is that it's like, oh, well, if we did fake the moon landing, the Russians would have something to say about it. Why? You know, Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin, they had a really wonderful interview. Vladimir Putin was asked about pushing back against the CIA, pushing back against fake narratives by the regime, by Biden's regime. And he said, I would lose that fight. There's no point in disputing claims made by the CIA, that is made by the Department of Justice or the State Department, etc. There's no point because they got Hollywood, they got the CIA, they got the best propagandists in all of American history. Nobody can beat them. It's a futile jackass endeavor to even bother disputing that this thing even happened. There's just no reason to believe it. Now, my personal reason was I made jokes that the moon landing was fake, and people's heads were exploding because it was coming out of my mouth, and they just didn't expect me to say something like that. So I started digging in a little bit, and I was watching certain videos. I was thinking critically about it. Neil Armstrong was asked to put his hand on the Bible and swear an oath and be given $5,000 that he went to the moon. And none of these people under oath want to say that they did. That sounds suspicious to me. If I did something and someone told me to swear that I did it and they would pay me, that'd be the easiest money I ever made, especially if I did it. So I don't know. It just sounds like bullshit to me. There's just no reason to believe it, you guys. There's no reason to believe anything without sufficient evidence, within good reason. If someone said, look, if I was going around telling people that I built this tiny submersive vehicle that can traverse underneath the water and it can see through pitch darkness without attracting all these crazy animals and creatures under the sea or under the lake or whatever, and I was able to gather up all these like rare items and sell them, and then I wasn't able to show you the vehicle, I wasn't able to show you how I built the thing, I'm not able to replicate my so-called success, but there's video of it, there's no reason to believe me. It's obviously fucking bullshit. NASA will admit that most of the footage was fake, but they will tell you that some bits were real. Trust me, bro. Yeah, MTMG. That's right. Yeah, dude, they're on record saying that shit. And the stuff that I'm saying, this came out of their mouth. There's literally NASA officials or former NASA officials saying like, oh yeah, the technology's gone. We don't have it anymore. Oh, it's fucking bullshit. I know a boomer that said you can see the American flag on the moon with binoculars. They're so dumb. Dude, for no reason. Somebody was trying to argue with me on Discord that you could do that. I bought a fucking telescope on Amazon. It was like a $300 one. And I spent literally like 2 weeks they're like, oh, there's mirrors on the moon. No such thing. I returned the fucking thing after the 2 weeks because Amazon has a really generous return policy. There's nothing there. We didn't go to the fucking moon. Moon rocks are petrified wood. I'm not gonna go there. Can you also search too on the screen? Search for what? All right. So, anyways, we gotta keep the show moving, you guys, because I got my bar rat duties. Let's see. Okay, we got some dink stuff. We're dinks, struggling to make ends meet. Our 6-figure salaries aren't enough to support our lifestyle anymore. All right, well, you got to change your lifestyle, girly. One West Coast. Okay, that's a problem. You're on the West Coast. Earning $100,000 apiece, so $200,000 total for a household, after revealing that they found themselves struggling to pay their bills in today's inflated economy, forcing them to ditch little luxuries like pricey gym memberships, vacations to Europe, and trips to local restaurants. Yikes. Natalie Fisher, 25, and her partner, Keldon, thought they had it made after finding good jobs in Seattle's tech industry. But after struggling to pull together $20,000 for their wedding not long ago, the lovebirds quickly realized they had no idea where all their money was going. Okay, so these people are not watching or monitoring their money. I use this app called Money Manager on my Android phone, and it's all about tracking your expenses, and it's all about, I'll get into it later. But anyways, in a recent viral social media post, Natalie shared openly about how the pair have decided to downgrade their lifestyle in 2024 to get their finances under control, an increasing struggle for many younger households due to the steep and sudden rise in the cost of living. I consider me and my husband to be middle class, said Fisher, 25, a content creator. Okay. We live in the greater Seattle area, and we both had 9 to 5 jobs in the tech industry. We're both earning over $100K, and as we started to earn more money, we treated ourselves a lot more, she admitted. A big reason we had decided to downgrade our lifestyle is because we didn't know where our money was going. Just 5 years ago, we were broke college students. As we started to earn more money, we treated ourselves more. We weren't too concerned about spending money. I noticed it was getting very hard to track how much we were spending. Even though they live in a relatively modest 2-bedroom apartment in Seattle with a mortgage of $2,378 and don't own cars, extravagant $208 gym memberships, and $100 a pop manicures and pedicures, $60 dinner checks, and other expenditures drain their bank accounts far more quickly than they expected. Dude, it's kind of depressing that people that make this much money, like I probably had more money in my bank account than they did when I was working as like a bank teller or when I was doing magic on the strip. Like this is fucking pathetic. Look, you have a mortgage. It's like, look, I get it. You know, it is what it is. At least they got their foot in the door and they're going to own that property. So that's good. So what I would have done is like, I would have paid off that mortgage a lot sooner than, dude, you got $200,000. Again, you don't need $208 a month membership. That's fucking insane. Manicures, pedicures, disgusting. $60 dinners, disgusting. I mean, it's such a waste. It's like, look, you could live your life extravagantly and had you not spent money on stupid shit. Not only that, it's all about tracking your expenses and reconciling your account at least once a day or as soon as you make a transaction. Like, here's how I do it. This is what I like to, you a magician? I used to be a magician a long time ago. Let's see. Where are your information for the reason that you said and then go to the moon? Oh my God, Cushy, I don't want to do the moon landing shit right now, okay? Anyways, if you want to get your finances under control, it's all about tracking your expenses from the past and the future. So when I get an email, okay, imagine that I have $500. So I have $500 in the bank. That's my account. Now I get an email that says on the 30th of February, I'm going to have a $200 power bill. Okay. So I have to input that information into the money tracking app. So what money I actually do have, it's not $500. It's $300. That's the tangible amount of money that I have to actually spend. That's really what you got to be doing. It's really easy to lose sight of how much money is missing when you don't track your expenses. All restaurant food is garbage. It's all made with vegetable oil. That's probably true. How much money U.S. sent to Ukraine, Israel in total? Israel, probably in the trillions. Ukraine, hundreds of billions. Cushy. Yeah, Yeah, we abandon our own citizenry for these foreign countries for whatever reason. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, so these dinks are retarded. Long story short. Okay. Here's their expenses. All right, you guys ready? I have a 3-bedroom home. And my bills are nowhere near $1,163. My gym membership is $112 a year. Food, it depends. It really depends. For groceries, it's a little less than $500. Eating out, it should be $0. But the average person spends about $100. Well, it used to be $100 a month on junk food. So the average American is spending at the very least $1,200 a year on junk food. These people spent $300 a month. Jesus Christ. Clothes shopping. I have so much clothes. I don't even think I bought clothes last year. Maybe some socks, some thermal socks, so less than $50. Socializing. So I was probably getting drinks and shit, so $105. So on average, these people were spending $4,601 a month. That's fucking crazy. And then for... Dude, they're it's like, oh yeah, to save more money, we're going to spend $1,000 less. Yeah, you guys are doing it wrong. Okay, so they ditched the gym. They ditched eating out. They're not buying clothes anymore. They're not socializing, it seems. And now they only have $400 in their savings. These people have $200,000 salary. It's fucking pathetic. All right. Let's keep going. All right, so we got to do fashion SWAT. Woo! Gym membership. I just bought a rebar and cement. Hey. Let's see. Oh no, I'm the kind of time traveler that can only go forward in time a little faster than everyone else. The scientific term is procrastinating. Hey. Let's see what else we got here. I say that because you just consumed Wingstop and the Holy Spirit has left me. Gym membership. Let's see. Mortgage and my bills total like $2,000 a month. Yeah, that the biggest dickus. Yeah, $2,000 a month for a responsible person. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't have a mortgage or a rent, so I'm pretty fortunate in that aspect. Let's see. So TikTok Pookie apologizes that the photo emerges of her wearing an antebellum outfits in college. So this is look at Pookie. I don't know what Pookie's supposed to look like. Is she blonde? Is she Latinx? Is she white? I don't really know. I mean, some of these photos here, she does look kind of cute. But I'm looking at this dress, and my verdict is I don't care, and I think she looks fine. I just imagine that she's just getting a lot of hate because she is a pretty white woman, a young white lady who looks very stunning in this dress, and she's got these cute little cowboy boots. Yeah, I'd take her to the dance for sure. And I just imagine the ugliest, fattest bitches are just, screeching with resentment and jealousy at the glimpse of this little cutie here, Pookie, whose real name is Campbell Puckett, who's apologized after wearing an antebellum outfits in college. Okay, so she's in college. I don't get how TikTok thinks this is someone to idolize. A Reddit user posted. Well, you're a Redditor. You worship Carl Sagan and Richard Dawkins and Bill Gates and other PDF files. Another row, I don't care if it's common, Old South parties are morally reprehensible. There are literally thousands of other ways to get drunk in college without cosplaying as a slave owner. Is that what that means? These people just sound jealous that this woman, that this beautiful girl is clinging on to her culture, her people's culture. I'm not from the South, so it's not really my thing, but I don't really care. It's like, yeah, Southern people, preserve your culture. I think that's cool. But when I visit the South, I want to be able to experience Southern tradition and Southern food, and I want to see Southern outfits and stuff, and I want to hear Southern accents. I don't want this to go away. I don't get what the problem is. All right, so we got to read this. Let's see, another row. I don't care if it's common, blah, blah, blah. Let me just read this really quick. As some of you may have seen, some old photos of mine recently resurfaced. At the time where photos were taken, I was 20. I didn't fully understand the impact of my actions the way I do now. 12 years later, I fully apologize for the harm this may have caused for some and take full responsibility. Jet and I have love sharing our lives with you all, getting to know our community on such an intimate level. Blah, blah, blah. We hope to continue. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she's apologizing. All right, dude. Don't apologize. Don't fucking respond to it. The retards will get over it. I bet the Magic Americans want to hit that. Yeah, they're like, ooh, pretty wild women. She. All right. We got another one. Another fashion swap. Oh, shit. I don't know what happened to the fashion swap. All right, well, we got to get into the 304 shit. Man, do I really want to interact with this? Oh, dude, guys, I don't know. Hold on, my friend's texting me really quick. Hold on, I gotta tell him not yet. Almost done. No, it's that face. All right. So, anyways, I saw this video of this incel, and I got quite a few things to say, but it is long, so I can probably speed it up. If we can speed this up, and I'll slow it down when it gets good. Let me see. Playback speed. Let's do 1.75.
Hi everyone. I've got no idea if you can hear me or not because I haven't recorded a video in a very long time. I'm Mr. Gaming Guitarist. Of course, you already know that. Because the only people that watch my videos now are people that have always been watching me. Not that that's a complaint or anything. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. No, let me get to a parking spot. Here we are. Place of a light. Street light. That's not good. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, I never know what I'm going to say whenever I make a video now. I just press record and let all of my thoughts out. So
Yeah, that's the action of a weak male.
So, the last few months have been difficult. I mean, fuck, my whole life has been difficult, but you already know that. The one thing that I wanted to talk about today, and it's really been bothering me. I have mentioned this a few times in the past, and I don't care if this sounds embarrassing or not, because at this point, life has kicked me in the ass so many times, I don't give a shit anymore. I'll just say it. I think maybe I've said this before, maybe I haven't, but anyways, it's probably very fucking obvious just by looking at me, but I'm 27 years old, never kissed a girl on the lips before, which of course means I'm a fucking virgin, which of course means I've never had a girlfriend before, never dated anyone before, and it fucking kills me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so all this is true. If you're a fuck up, you're like a fucking loser like this. Obviously, it's bothering him, and he doesn't want to be like this anymore. Look, you don't fucking tell people. You don't make videos about what a fucking loser and virgin. You never kiss a girl. No. Terrible mistake. Terrible mistake. Don't ever do that.
It does kill me a lot. It hurts me a lot on the inside because it feels like
I don't want to hang out with an incel, dude. Like, look, I sympathize with incels. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I get it. There's a lot of, honest to God, good dudes out there who've never had a girlfriend, but not all incels are like this. But dudes like this, like, I don't want to, I don't want to, like, I feel bad quoting like Andrew Tate, but there was like this quote of his where he's like, yo, I only roll with killers. All the fucking guys I'm with are fucking badasses. Like, I don't want to hang out with somebody who's like a whiny crybaby bitch. An incel is somebody who can't get laid. It's short for involuntary celibate. It's a slur against men. I get called an incel because I vote for Trump, but I don't really care, and it's not even true. I'm actually, people are bugging me to go out right now. So this is I'll stream tomorrow. Fuck it. We'll do another stream tomorrow, but we are going to get through this video very quickly. Which is why I'm speeding it up. But, yeah, like, if you got problems, again, I was making fun of that girl for crying about her finances. Dude, fix it. There's an easy solution. This dude, there's an easy solution to his problems. We're going to get into it.
Like, every single day, I see couples that are my age. And at this point, once, the average American turns 27 years old, they should have, at the very fucking least, have had at least one fucking kiss on the lips with a girl they like. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Because
yeah, dude, no girl's gonna kiss you, bro, because you're crying. You make videos crying on the fucking internet. You got pubes on your face. Shave that shit. Right now, I got pubes on my face. I'm shaving that shit before I go out. Reason they're not shaved? Because I've been working 70, 80 hours a week, stacking fucking money, working hard, saving. You don't have a job. You don't have money. This guy admits that he's homeless.
This one thing feels like it's holding me back in life because it makes me feel a lot less.
Yeah, see, the problem here, you're putting the pussy on the pedestal, okay? He just told on himself. He can't move on in life until he gets that kiss on the lips or some chick fucks him. Bro, you got a lot of problems. I'm hard on him because, dude, people just need to be told the fucking raw truth. The leftists aren't going to tell the truth about guys like this. The leftists want to destroy loser guys like this. I don't want to destroy this guy. I want him to quit being a baby back bitch to get his life in order. Look at this. All right, so he wants to get laid. All right, dude, you got to get a proper haircut. This isn't working out. All right, you got to get rid of the pubes on the face. It's like, oh, well, you know, I'm not like the most fit dude. Okay, well, then you need to go to the gym. If you don't have money for the gym, you need to at least jog or run at least an hour a day. No more consuming goy slop, and the little fatty deposits on your face are going to go away. You're going to have much nicer, clear skin. You're going to feel a lot better about yourself. I mean, look, he's not fat or obese, but like, again, you need to get a haircut that complements the premature balding that you're experiencing here. Again, dude, you're unkempt. You look like a fucking bum. And he's like, why don't chicks fuck me? My life is horrible because chicks... Dude, why would a chick want to fuck you? You're crying in your car because chicks don't want to kiss you. You're a fucking loser, bro. You don't have to be. Dude, this guy needs like one good friend to tell him what I'm saying.
Than other people. And I know I've made videos in the past talking about my experience with major depressive disorder, and I have no doubt that these feelings of feeling lesser than everyone else for never ever, you know, for never having kissed a girl on the lips or for being a fucking virgin at 27 years old, all of this stuff, it could be a factor of the depression. Pretty sure it is. But
yeah, whining and crying about your fucking depression, dude. I told you guys, like, I used to be depressed. I had depression too. It was chronic depression. I had it for almost a year because I was fucking dying. I had the whooping cough. Girlfriend left me, lost all my money, almost lost my job, yada, yada, yada. But you know what? I got over it. I did what I had to do. Google deleting my comments instantly. Do you know how to prevent that, Geo? No, I do not, MTMG. Don't use slurs, I guess. Dude, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying that would delete your comment. Again, I'm not deleting them. When I go live tomorrow night, I'm going to see if I can find a setting that prevents any sort of moderation. You know what? Maybe I could. I can reach out to this kid because he does upload. Like, I went on his YouTube page. It's like, look, dude, you got some things going for you. Like, again, you're not like completely irredeemable, and he likes to play the guitar. So it's like, okay, dude, you got some cool shit going on with you. Like, yeah, I could work with that. But the crybaby stuff, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Again, like, I'm a dude, and I wouldn't want to be around this guy. Like, I don't want this guy around me. Like,
nonetheless, it still makes me feel like complete shit. And there are times in the past, and believe me, this is not for lack of trying, because I have been able to get different girls' phone numbers. You know, I've gotten at least fucking 10 or 20 different phone numbers where I see a pretty girl when I'm out in public, and then I just talk to her, say, hi, my name's Jaron, how are you? And then, you know, have a good conversation, and then we exchange phone numbers, and then that's the last I ever hear from them. And
yeah, so they probably give you a fake phone number just to get you to fuck off because you're weird.
There's one thing that I can ask to the public, and I seriously doubt that. I don't know if there's any women at all that watch my YouTube videos. I highly doubt it, but
well, they do now.
My face just kind of looks like repellent for pretty girls. I don't know why. But
well, I told you why. Because this doesn't look like a good beard. These look like pubes. You got to get rid of these pubes, dude. They're not doing you any favors. They're not doing you any favors at all.
Just based on my experience, that's what it feels like. Because, and I got the perfect example. So I was at a bar, and one of these girls whose phone numbers I did get, I saw her again for a second time, and I didn't know she was going to be there. And, you know, all I did was I walked up to her and said, hey, good to see you again. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye. You know, as simple as that. And yet, that one sentence alone got me kicked out of a bar. Fucking people.
I don't believe you. I don't believe the story at all. I do not believe the story at all.
These days, right? All I did, that is all I said. And then she goes to the bouncer and says something to him, and then bouncer comes up to me, says, you need to get the fuck out of here right now. And then I said, what did I do? And then I said, you're harassing her. Harassing her for saying fucking hello? Good to see you again. Hope you have a nice day. See, this happened in this happened in 2019, and yet the fact that I can still recall it vividly in my brain tells you a lot about how much of a fucked up brain I have. But anyways, that really...
Yeah, because you ain't got shit going on, dude. You're so hung up on some chick who rejected you over some incident and getting bounced out of a club. Yeah, getting bounced out of a club or a bar is embarrassing. I've seen it plenty of times. It's only happened to me once because I got caught with a fake ID. Embarrassing. I snuck into a concert venue once for a 21 and up show before I was 21, obviously, and I got bounced out. It was pretty embarrassing, but yeah, dude, it's not like, it's like it's 2024. It's like, oh, do that one time in 2012 or whatever, whatever. Jesus.
Stood out to me. Oh. and then here comes the second part to that fucking story. This other guy that I guess she was with, I didn't see him speak with her or whatever, but some guy he's fucking shoving me. He's shoving me, and then he says, "Leave her alone." All I said was one fucking sentence. And then I just snapped, all right? And this is what I said. I said, you know what the difference is between guys like you and guys like me? Guys like me will treat her like a human being, and guys like you will treat...
Yeah, he's like, oh, konnichiwa. He's like, oh, do you like my new Naruto run? Look, I can run just like the Naruto characters. He probably did some, like, corny-ass shit.
Treat her like a disposable pleasures. I don't know why my tongue started getting twisted trying to recall that last thing. And if I did have a mic at that moment, I would have fucking dropped it right then and there, because that's the only moment where I felt like I got something over a fucking bully. But anyway, so that's one story I have that sticks out to me. Here's another one that sticks out to me.
Yeah, okay, okay. So I'm going to skip around because I want to get to the part where he talks about, like, his good female friend. We don't need to go through all this, even though we're already pretty much a good chunk way through. Like, the guy doesn't get chicks, right? He has a hard time finding love, hard time finding female attention, and he blames an incident, or he's propping up this incident that happened in 2019. This video was only uploaded 1 year ago. So 2019 was still quite a distance away, multiple years away from the time this was uploaded. And he's still clinging on to that. And he can't understand why he's a virgin and why he is single, why he has no love. Show your face. Want to see your reaction. Okay. All right. Isn't that your brother? What the fuck, Lodestar? You're gonna get your ass whooped for saying shit like that. Nah, man. If this was my brother, I would disown him.
So
yeah, my brother uploaded videos crying on the internet, and disown him. If my dad uploaded videos on the internet crying, disown him. My motherfucking mom made videos on the internet crying about finances, disown her.
I had a chance with.
If I had a son and he was crying on the internet like this, disown him.
I met a girl.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That gave a fuck about me just as much as I gave a fuck about her. We had a lot of things in common. Loved all the same classic rock music, which is rare.
We love Star Wars.
You know, for a pretty girl that was close to my age, that doesn't fucking happen. But anyways.
Yeah, Cushy, but that's not my job, though. It's not my job to guide people who are lost. I mean, maybe I can reach out to him, but, like, I'm just too harsh, bro. Like, I just keep it too real, man. I'm too raw as fuck, and most people just can't handle it. And I just have little tolerance for people who whine and cry like this. Like the girl. Like, look, I'm hard on the women. I'm hard on the men too. I'm brutal. I'm honest, but I'm fair. If you're a brother, it is your job. Okay, if it was my actual brother, I would probably stop him from being this retarded.
She told me, and don't worry, I'll make myself get through this because this has been stuck inside.
So now he's
my
literally
head for a
crying.
very
He's
long time.
physically crying now in the video for the audio-only listeners.
Where they have a giant screen, so please forgive me for that. But anyways, it felt like, goddamn, I'm losing my train of thought. Anyways, so she had a boyfriend, and I got along great with him, you know, and I knew she had a boyfriend, but this is my fatal mistake. Because I never told her that I cared about her.
Okay, dude, here's your problem. You meet this girl, and you're like, you allegedly claim she allegedly cares about you. And she has a boyfriend, and you're stuck on this chick. By the way, he has a crush on her. Long story short, he's got a crush on her. There's so many... Dude, the guy admits he's homeless. The guy admits he's got problems with money. Dude, the last thing you got to worry about is that pussy scavenger hunt. You're putting the pussy on the pedestal. That's number one problem. Number two, you're sniffing around a chick who's got a boyfriend. You're hovering around this chick, waiting for the guy to disappear so you can swoop in. Why would this chick take any interest in you, dude? When you look homeless, you technically are. You have all these problems. You're depressed, you're hurt, you're fucking sad, whatever. What makes you think she's going to pick you? And even if she did, like, does that sound like a good situation? It's like this dude's going to blow a fat load in her twat, and then he leaves, and then you swoop in and clean up the mess, and then get the little, pussy scraps and get little pussy crumbs. Does that sound like a good deal? Does that sound like a good use of your time? Fellas, is this something that you would want to do? I don't know about you guys, but I've never done this. I would never hang around a chick who's got a boyfriend waiting for him to fuck off, because that's kind of gross. In the literal sense, you're taking up the sloppy seconds. Oh, wait, you guys want to see the reaction?
I know that I had feelings for her, that I liked her, however you're supposed to tell a
I
woman
liked
you like
her,
her,
I had
because
feelings
I never
for her.
fucking did it
Why?
before her, So and I remember this was while I was homeless, and I just got denied. My application got denied for an apartment. And once that happened, I called her. She was the first person I called, and I was fucking crying because,
Yeah, dude. If you wanna again, I'm not no fucking love expert. I'm no love guru, guys. I fucked up relationships. I'm not perfect, but I know better than to cry in front of a woman that I want to have bedroom fun with, if you know what I mean. And again, like, he has this illusion that this woman is going to make herself available sexually to him. And that's just not going to be the case. Like, dude, you're too pathetic. You admitted you were homeless. You admitted that you cried in front of this woman because something didn't go your way. You probably admitted your failures as a sexual partner for 27, 26 years, however long the friendship went on, or however old you were when the friendship was a thing. Dude, why would a chick pick you, man? No. I mean, again, it's like, look, he looks like a nerdy dude. So he's like on the internet, like researching and shit. He's like uploading videos, but yeah, he's probably 30 at this point. No, I lied. He's probably 28 or 29, because he uploaded this a year ago, and he was 27 a year ago. So he's not 30 yet.
I thought I wasn't going to be homeless anymore at that time. This was in May or early June of 2021, and I thought that, because she was at the time she was quickly turning into a best friend. And
she wasn't turning into your best friend, dude. You were just an emotional sponge. You were just a shoulder to cry on. She would complain about the guy she was fucking to you because she had nobody else to talk to about that sort of thing.
He told me that she said I love you to her boyfriend, and
he's Canadian.
At the time, he didn't say it back. And so she was contemplating questioning her relationship with him, and me, like the fucking idiot that I am,
yes, you are,
told her I liked her. And then she said that classic fucking line that every fucking character that looks like me goes through in a goddamn movie. She said, I love you, but not like that. And
now he's crying.
That fucking broke me. It really did. Because,
dude, you're fucking homeless. You got money problems, and some chick who's got a boyfriend rejecting you is what broke you. And you wonder why. Again, this is why I got no patience for people like this, dude. Look, you got to destroy the cucks. You got to destroy the simps. You got to destroy the consumers. You got to hold these people accountable. You got to lift up a mirror right in front of them and show them who they really are. A proverbial mirror, a metaphorical mirror, a mirror of words, right at their face. Because the only way they're going to get it is by making fun of them. I mean, I know what it's like to be resentful. I know what it's like to be angry. I know what it's like to hold grudges against people who didn't do anything at all to me. I wasn't this bad, not even close to this bad. I kind of get where he's coming from, but like, dude, when I had these problems, I was 19, 20 years old. I'm 30 now. I'm a fucking 30-year-old, guys. This guy's 27 years old. I had it figured out way before 27. Way before 27. And by the way, dude, almost everybody here is a loser. The chick is a loser for stringing this moron along. Shame on her. Her boyfriend is a fucking loser for keeping this loser around. Dude, it's all about boundaries. People want to say it's like, oh, you jealous, you insecure. No. It's called fucking boundaries because I'm a man. Real men have fucking boundaries and they set them and they defend them. Yeah, dude, some dude sniffing around trying to fucking hit up my girlfriend all the time ain't gonna happen. There's gonna be fucking problems. Again, sniff around somewhere else, dude. This is why I don't like sex pests. It's why I don't like thirsty dudes. I want nothing to do with thirsty guys. Thirsty guys, they don't hang out with me. And I don't hang out with them. I don't want them around. You're addicted to porn. You're perpetually on that pussy scavenger hunt. I want nothing to do with you. Because guys like this are nothing but trouble. Guys like this will make a move on your girl. They'll make a move on your wife. It's also very possible this dude he invented this fake scenario where he's going to swoop in and save this chick like a white knight. So the chick might not even be like really aware of what this guy's really up to and what his real intentions are. And he's just lying to us. Let's continue.
I was thinking everything was I should have kept that to my fucking self. Never should have fucking told her. But she said I could already tell that you liked me. I was just wondering when would you tell me and all that stuff. And I was telling her, I've never had a girlfriend before. I don't know how to deal with these fucking feelings, And then after that,
yeah, another very feminine trait. You don't know how to deal with your emotions. You don't know how to deal with feelings of love and romance as a 27-year-old. That's pretty bad, man. I mean, even like little kids, they have boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff. Like, I remember being in elementary school, like I had a crush and stuff, and chicks had crushes on me and whatever. Like, again, there's something else going on with this guy where he's just unable to make a healthy connection with another human being. You don't masturbation? How long do you stop? No, dude, I fuck chicks. I don't need to masturbate. Yeah, porn's bad for you, bro. Pornography is like cigarettes. It's like McDonald's is bad for your body. Don't do it.
she said that, we're just going to continue to be friends. And I said, okay. And here's the thing. I was fine with that. I was perfectly fine with that, And then she said, I'm going to, she says, if him and me break up, I'm not going to let him be the reason to stop us from being friends. So, anyways, life went on. And then what the fuck? Oh God, I'm such a fucking idiot. I should have turned that light on from the very beginning. Anyways, so life went on. And, things were continued as normal. We continued to hang out. Until one day, I picked her up from her job. And then I took her and then I took her back to where she lived with her boyfriend. And I swear to God, not even 5 fucking minutes.
Dude, again, he's like, oh yeah, dude, my boyfriend wants to fuck me. Will you pick me up from work and take me? And like a good little simp. Again, dude, you got money problems. You're fucking homeless. Your life is a mess. You got to get your affairs in order. And what takes precedent in your life is that pussy scavenger hunt. Like, chicks take advantage of thirsty dudes. They'll use them for food. They'll use them for rides. They'll use them for favors. They'll use them to help them move heavy equipment or heavy furniture or whatever. That chick does not respect him. And why should she? The guy doesn't even respect himself. Look at how he carries himself. Look at how he conducts himself in public. He literally cries in front of a camera over things that, are just so, there's just certain things that you don't talk about in front of other people, like for me personally, like I'm a finance guy. That was my specific focus in college. I don't talk about how much money I got in the bank. I don't talk about how much money I make. I don't talk about, I don't talk about shit like that because it's really personal. And I don't ask people those questions. I was like, oh, well, how much money are you making? It's none of my fucking business. And it's no one's fucking business. Like, I just know there's a lot of haters out there in my personal life that will use that information against me. And again, you would just there's just some things that should stay private, you know? Like, let's say I was in a relationship with I was in a relationship, not real relationship, but I was seeing somebody and she disrespected me, and I talked about that here. But that was it though. But if I was like in a situation, let's say I was married, and I've never been married by the way, but if I was married and my wife cheated on me or something, I'd be like, yeah, guys, I'm breaking up. Like, let's say she had like a small presence on the channel, or I've mentioned it in passing, and then one day people notice I don't have a ring on my finger anymore. I would just be like, yeah, I'm no longer married. We had, it just wasn't working out anymore. And, things took a turn for the worse, and it's just better that, that stays in the past. And I wouldn't bring it up anymore. I don't think anybody wants to hear that. I don't think it's anyone's business. And, I'm going to a bar. I'm going out drinking. I'm not going to a club. I'm not going to go that far, cushy. And God damn it, quit asking me about masturbation. All right? It's disgusting. Again, I'm not a sex pest. I'm just telling you guys, I'm just keeping it real. So yeah, man. This guy is all fucking out of whack.
After I dropped her off, I get this long, gigantic fucking novel of a text message from her that says, I can't be friends with you because you put my relationship in jeopardy.
Finally, that means the boyfriend put his foot down. Get this fucking incel out of our fucking lives, because he only wants one thing. He wants her puniti, fellas. So finally, the real man in the story, which isn't him, is like, no, get rid of this loser. He probably wasn't threatened by him, which I get. I get it. Again, it's not insecure to immediately rebuke this guy, to give this douchebag the boot. Dude, dudes like this, they're not good people. Look, I have sympathies towards like the incel that doesn't insert himself into other people's relationships, who doesn't insert or embed himself into other people's love lives and shit, which is what he was doing. He was trying to do this because he was trying to get laid by a woman who's already taken. And she probably felt pity on him. She probably had that devouring mother thing going, where she's like, oh, well, I'm going to coddle this little retard and, help him get through life. He's going to make it. I mean, what was he hoping for? So he's going to continue to cry, physically cry, little tears, crocodile tears.
And I was so fucking upset. And I've heard these days that YouTube will block your video if you say the S word now. So that was the second time in my life that I attempted to take my own life.
All right.
And the fucked up part is, oh, come on, don't tell me I can't even.
Yes, Cushy, I have. I just recently stopped seeing somebody, very recently, over some disrespect. Dude, now I sound like Eric July. Yo, man, she disrespected me, man. She knew what she was doing.
So give me don't worry, I got a shirt underneath here. But anyways, so what ended up happening was I was so fucking upset. I went to a dark parking lot where no one could see me, and I had one of those utility knife box package opener things. And I was going to take that fucking thing and just cut myself right there. But I didn't. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know, whatever you believe in, whatever you believe in, whether if it was a guardian angel, the universe, the stars, whatever it was. But instead of cutting myself right here, I was going really quick. It was right about to fucking happen. But instead, I ended up cutting myself right here. Come on. God damn it. Zoom in, motherfucker. I don't even know if you can see that, but there are 2 scars right there. And that is one of...
Do you ever have sex with women 60 plus age? No, I think the oldest is probably in her 50s. She was like 54, 55. Worth it. Yeah, Cushy, you're out of control asking these questions. Look, to me, fuck, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a douchebag, but you know what, Cushy, I'm not gonna further elaborate on what you're saying. Is it wrong if 60 plus? No. Cushy, if you're into that, dude, I mean, you can take their social security checks and shit. Jesus is the only one who can save simps in cucks. Thank Google for the altered spelling. I know, right? Dude, you're not allowed to say the S word and the C word. Hunter Avalon must have petitioned Google to protect his sensitive ego, his fragile ego.
I don't know if you can even see it, but trust me, it's there. Because every time, you know, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, every time I see
he's
that,
talking about ending
all it
himself.
does
Okay,
is
we
fucking-
get it. We get it. That's the last time I ever saw. Oh, let's see. What's the last time you ever saw her?
Now, because I thought, well, if she doesn't give a fuck about me anymore, and that's true, that is the only time that's the last time I ever saw her. But then, she told me that boyfriend was the guy that she.
Oh, fuck you, rookie. You know what? Shame on you, rookie. Shame on you. I know what you're saying. I'm not gonna elaborate further. All right, guys. I don't want the chat to fucking make this about granny fucking. Okay, that's enough. It's enough. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to say here, but you know, again, these incels. You know, it kind of ties into what I've said before in the past. If you got a girlfriend, you gotta set boundaries and keep fucking dudes like this away. If I'm dating a new girl and she still has like that close guy friend or she's friends with her exes, it's not gonna work. Arwen has 10,000 years old. She was hot. Arwen. Oh yeah, Pixie 6. Hey, it's your fantasy. You had to try sharing with everyone. Oh, fuck off, rookie. You're such a fucking asshole. God damn it. Okay, so Cushy, look what you've started. Cushy 2024. You motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard to have sympathy for the incels, for like genuine incels like this, who are trying to find a partner, but they're just doing everything wrong. Everything. I mean, look, there's plenty of older ladies. Dude, I don't even think like gilfs. I don't even think a gilf would want to go for something like this. Some gilf would be like, oh, my boyfriend was Audie Murphy. He was so tall and handsome, and he was a World War II hero. And then, like, you have this fucking dork who failed to hurt himself in a video game with a fucking box cutter from Home Depot. Like, ugh, it's pathetic. This is pathetic. Google search hot old women. Cushy, I am not going to. Look, I'm just saying, I've had my share. I've had my fun. But now, you know, it's back to chicks younger than me. So, yeah. God damn it. Fucking rookie. Dude, it's so funny that you brought up Grand Budapest Hotel again. So, yeah. Shit, dude. There was like a handful of other articles. Guys, we're going to have to go over this tomorrow. I'll do another stream tomorrow night. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in the bookmarks before my jackass friends fucking harass me to go out some more. The fuck are my bookmarks? God, dude, I'm boomering this up. Jesus. Oh, we didn't even get to do a consume confession. Aw. All right, 30-year-old manly consumer. Joe Rogan and Andrew Tate are so based and manly. That Jack Murphy guy is pretty great too. It's pretty funny. I'm a conservative veteran, and here's why: we need common sense gun control. Jesus. Consume any product that's marketed to manly men. Fuck Starbucks, bro. I only drink manly Black Rifle coffee. Doesn't own a gun. Odd fascination with Baby Yoda. Oh yeah, dude. A lot of consumers, dude. If a guy has a odd fascination with Baby Yoga or Yoda, ditch him. The guy's a loser. Bro, it's like shaving cream, but for my balls, bro. Get it? Because my balls are so hairy and manly. Ha ha. Check out my manly soap. It's so freaking manly because it's big and smells like whiskey. Yeah, dude, the manly consumer, this breed of people, total scum. Oh, fuck, I can't read all that shit. All right, dude, we got another video, another Streetwalker video. Or should I say, hold on, let me see. Did I get a text message yet? Nope. All right, dude, fuck it. It's only a minute long.
I caught you once again cheating on me. All I want is my clothes.
All right, dude, see, here's the problem. See, this guy's putting the pussy on the pedestal because he allowed her to cheat once. So that makes him a simp and a cuck. All right, dude, I even get a whiff of infidelity. If I even get a hint of disloyalty, I'm leaving.
And I will leave. May I please have my clothing items so I can get the hell out of the house?
I asked you to leave anyway.
I am leaving. Can I please have my clothes?
You can come back later.
No, I'm not coming back.
Well, then you can come
My clothes are right there, All I need is the things in the dryer. That's it, and I'm out of here. Can you please move out of the way so I can get my clothes, and I will leave.
You can call the cops.
So that you can be with Michael.
You can call the cops.
I don't want to call the cops. I just want my clothes, and I will leave.
Okay.
May I please have my clothes?
No.
Why? Why can't you just go be with him? Why do you have to string me along?
Because you're a bitch, dude. And she doesn't respect you. Which is why she's also on Michael's dick. Now, if this was me, and I had this lapse in judgment, and I allowed her to get away with this at least once, don't announce you're leaving. Don't announce you're mad. You're going to get your fucking clothes. You're going to disappear. You're going to block her phone number. You're going to block her on all the socials. You're never going to talk to her again. Because what you're doing is giving her validation. You're giving her power over you. When you make videos like this, and guys, it gets worse. He tells on himself.
And pretend like you don't like the guy. After the shit that I just read? Just let me go, Kate. Be with him. He's right there. I'm over it, man. I'm done being punked. You can keep everything. Let me have my clothes so I can leave. And that's it. I won't bother you.
Put your recording down.
No, I'm not. Because I have to.
Then you can
because
call the cops.
Everything that you say is a lie.
Then you can
just
call
like
the
how
cops.
you and Michael are done. He's uncircumcised.
You can call the cops.
Okay, Catherine.
Yeah, dude, she's like, oh yeah, dude, Michael's got a big dick and it's uncut. It's so fucking meaty. It's like going down a fucking slip and slide made out of meat. And yeah, and then of course this fucking doofus, dude. Okay, so so if I had to put myself in this position, if I had to put myself in his shoes and I had to give a final answer, what I would do, it's like, okay, I let this fucking bitch cheat on me once. I let her get away with it because I'm such a good person. I forgave her. But if she does it again, and now I'm in this position, I'm confronting her at the dryer or the washer or whatever. Just turn around and leave. Turn around and leave. Forget the clothes. You gotta just eat the fucking loss. Take the loss, bro. Take the L. She's gonna keep that clothes. It's hers now. Block the number. Block her on the socials. Sort your shit out. So you don't date a fucking slore, a fucking streetwalker who's gonna cheat on you and hop on all these uncut dicks. And there's nothing wrong with uncircumcised wieners. It's just so funny that he's like jealous of it, you know, like he's envious. And I think a lot of people are of the uncut, you know, because they're unaltered. Like I'm an unaltered human. I had the choice to choose, and I chose to be intact. I chose not to pollute my body with chemical enhancers from pharmaceutical products of significant relevance that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. And now I'm literally worth millions of dollars. And the chat disavows Gio's laughter at the circumcision status of a man. We disavow. All circumcisions matter. Look. I just think it's funny that he's upset at the uncircumcised penis. Again, I'm uncut. There's nothing wrong with being cut or uncut. I think it's unfair to cut. The procedure, in my opinion, is a violation of the human rights of all the males. We should have a right to choose. I am against circumcision for people under the age of 18. You can talk about COVID on YouTube. Now you don't have to do that. I don't know, JD Dallas. I don't want to take the risk. Like they just demonetized Dr. Turley's fucking shit, his YouTube channel. I can't hear. Well, I can't hear that. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so yeah. Do you have a hood, mister? It actually looks really normal. It looks super normal. Dude, like one of my long-term girlfriends, she thought I was cut, but I wasn't. So I don't know what to tell you. It looks really normal. I don't know what to say. Like I don't have a problem. Yeah, I don't have these fucking problems. So, man, dude, this is a fucking weird. Dude, the parasocial relationship shit that's going on is getting so much. Okay, dude, so granny fucking in the chat. This shit about COVIDs. Now we got circumcision talk. Dude, this stream is out of control, you guys. This is out of control. You know, I can tell you this. I'm going to be talking about normal stuff tonight at the bar. with the fellas. And yeah, they're waiting on me, man. How long have I been streaming? Oh fuck, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, but dude, my buddy is let me see, I bet he's texting me right now. Nope, but I'm gonna text him. Me too have hood. Cushy, why are you talking like a retard? Where are you from, Cushy? Identify yourself now before I leave. I don't like the way you're talking to me. It sounds suspicious. Don't forget to hit the like. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow because there was just so much stuff that I wasn't able to get to. It's all going to be like 3 or 4 stuff because, again, the politics stuff, none of it is a pygmy. Sacramento, NorCal. What part of NorCal? I got friends in Windsor and Santa Rosa. I want to know where you're from, Cushy. Well, anyways, let me see if there's any good bookmarks I can go over really quick before they fucking start banging on my goddamn window to get me to come outside. Sacramento's North Cal? I don't think I've been in Sacramento. If I said I did, I lied. Oh man, yeah, a lot of this shit's kind of boring. What is this? I don't remember bookmarking this. Yeah, dude, those are the noises I made when like my nuts got like caught in the sprinkler when I was like on a slip and slide one time in the 90s. I was like, oh, just the noises that came out of my mouth were so unnatural. I don't even think I can replicate them, you guys. Oh God, that will never get old. I gotta make that my ringtone. I bet Annie will skip it like always. What the fuck, dude? You guys can tell Chaz to fucking hit me up. We went from Super Bowl, Trump, grifting, Latinas to this video. The stream is weird. I know, dude. Dude, the chat was just, you guys were really, again, a lot of parasocial stuff going on. I don't know what to make of it, but I got to put a disclaimer because like once the adorable puppets start like, you know, like the puppet making videos start coming up, it's going to attract a whole different audience. And if they see the stream and like read the shit that you guys are saying and hear the things that are coming out of my mouth, they're going to be so horrified. They're like, Granny fucking COVID, you know, fucking incels, like, ugh, Trump, you know, it's fucking wild. Yeah, dude, we were all over the place tonight. Again, I had to be condensed because I got to go out, but yeah, no, guys, I'm really sorry for not showing up last week. Again, it was just, yeah, it's a Christian channel, you guys. We're very Christ-like here. You know what? Fuck it. We got to consume confession, guys. Really, really quick. This is the last thing we're going to do tonight before I go out and drink myself like an idiot. I was going to say drink myself to death, but that's just not accurate. Father, I am going to sin later on tonight. I'm going to be consuming alcohol, but I will not be driving and drinking at the same time. So I guess that's good. Somebody in the chat asked, will I go to hell if I'm uncircumcised? No, my son. You will go to heaven because you remain intact as God made you, as he designed you. Those who have been cut, they are not the enemy. They did nothing wrong. Many were little tiny babies when nefarious, evil forces cut pieces of their wieners off. Ugh, disgusting. Somebody wants those pieces of foreskin. They have sinned. They have consumed cut foreskin for whatever reason. I've confessed on Twitter that I consumed Ryobi products. I got the brand new Ryobi craft set, the 4-volt USB battery tool set to help me make my puppets. The puppets are, of course, to please and entertain the Lord's subjects. Guys, what have you consumed? You know what I did not consume? I didn't consume Super Bowl content, okay? I did not consume Taylor Swift music. Hit up his Cash App. The watchfrogs donation will allow Gio to drive home as fast as he can, so he will be on the road for a shorter time. You know what? The faster I'm off the road, the better. What else am I going to be consuming? I'm going to be consuming alcohol. I'm going to be consuming the love of a woman. I'll be consuming probably bar food. No, I'm not driving. I'm not going to be driving at all, Cushy. I said I wasn't going to consume, like going out to eat, but I had this little kiosk in my warehouse and I consumed a little bit of potato chips. Guys, I know there are sinners among me. Step forward and confess your confessions, okay? Step forward and profess what you've consumed. If you've consumed Super Bowl, it is time to repent. It is time to beg for forgiveness. I had a gram of shrooms watching this. God damn it, Zombie Bomb. All right, so Zombie Bomb is consuming chemical enhancers. He is consuming the devil's mushroom. Shame. Shame. By the way, I consumed this new royalty-free church music because the other song got fucking copyright stricken on YouTube and Facebook. Fuck them. I'm gonna eat another one. No! No! You gotta confess harder, Zombie Bomb. Confess harder! I do this. Consume confession booth. So you can all be absolved of your wrongdoing. Yet, this appears to be a vehicle for more consuming. Very upset. It's not what I wanted, but you guys need to step forward in the chat. Let me check Rumble really quick. Let me see what's going on Rumble. Fuck. Hold up. It's my motherfucking Rumble chat. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got nothing on Rumble, but we have viewers there. Hi. Super chat, $2. I have consumed uncircumcised puniti. Shame. Look, I think female circumcision should be 100% illegal. So if that puniti is uncircumcised, then you got a nice, healthy woman. Yeah, I think all the puniti I've had was uncircumcised too. Hey, hey. Hopefully I get to consume some of that tonight. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I drink peen. Oh, Jesus Christ. Disgusting, Zombie Bomb. Disgusting. Yeah, you know, I just want to make a short speech about consuming. Right now, us Goyim are under attack. The Goyim are being replaced. The Goyim are being destroyed. And we are doing it to ourselves. We ask ourselves, why don't these women in the West respect us? Because we just want to lay around and watch football, complain about Taylor Swift, and consume goy slop. And we ask, why do they not respect the men in the West? Because we've allowed these shapeshifters, these monsters, these barbarians to destroy our country, to destroy everything around us. And we didn't care. Well, not me specifically, but we as a society did not care. Because we were too busy consuming cuckball, sports ball. Shame. Shame. They know everything about all these stupid football, kickball players, but they don't know shit about what's going on in the schools. They don't know what's going on in the country. They don't know what's going on in the neighborhood. But they know what's going on with the Kansas City Chiefs. They know what's going on with the latest drama. You know, when it comes to calling some of these very suspicious plays that I read about, I don't know. I didn't watch it because I try not to be a sinner. I try to be clean and pure before my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I did not consume one of the worst products imaginable. If I was one of these sneaky, subversive rats, and I wanted to destroy America, I would build a time machine. I would go back in time and I would introduce cuckball to the founding fathers, and I would destroy America without even firing a shot. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 100% true. That is 100% fact, and you know that is true. You know I'm right. This is a wholesome channel indeed, my children. AC, you're right. I don't know. I didn't do anything weird. What should I confess? Cushy, it just, you need to confess what you consumed. It's not about being weird. Being weird is not a sin, but consuming product is a sin. Did you consume Netflix? Did you consume Amazon Prime? Did you consume McDonald's or Goy Slop, as we call it here on the channel? What have you done? That is what we are confessing to. Did you watch football and forego your personal responsibilities? That is a sin. It truly is sinful to watch men play with their balls in public. AC, you're right. I consume Popeyes today. God damn it, Cushy, for shame. But you can be forgiven. You can be forgiven. I mean, there's worse things to consume, but I mean, at least it wasn't Taco Bell. Fuck. Hallelujah. Praise baby Jesus. Please forgive me for how much I'm going to drink tonight. All right, guys. That's enough of that. Well, I think it was a fun show. I'm really glad to be back, getting back into the groove of things, feeling a lot better, more well-rested, not working as much. I mean, I'm still working, over 40 hours a week, but, it's not as crazy as it was literally over a week and a half ago. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night. God bless. Everybody who supported the channel, again, thank you so much for the donations, etc. And I plan to be here again tomorrow night. Peace out, everybody.